Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike, Jesus is here. T. Roy in the house.
Hello, sir.
We got Trav here. What up, Trav?
Hello.
It's good to see you, buddy.
From the cheap seats back there.
From the cheap seats. Yeah, we'll get him on a mic at some point. But yeah, it's been too long. Is this the first time you've been here while we've done a show since I got back?
Yep.
Yeah, you've been busy the last couple days. I'm glad you're here, though. It seems like whenever things go wrong, it's nice to have, as Troy calls it, the geek squad in the house.
Yeah.
To handle.
Speaking of the mic, damn it.
I'm trying.
Need to switch seats. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. I know we are. Isis had his dance class today.
Twinkle toes.
Everything going well, E?
Yeah, it's going good. Dude, this is so weird that I've done this 3 times now. I swear to God, never in my life would I thought I would have taken dance lessons. And when I first did it, I think it was almost like a joke, like funny to me, like, oh, Dad, I'm going to dance class.
Sure.
And now it doesn't seem like that anymore. It just seems like something I do once in a while. So, yeah, it's going good.
You getting good at it? I mean...
Yeah, this one's been tough. I don't know if you heard me talking to Mike or not, but I had a dancer start off with me, and then something happened, and then she couldn't. They had to transfer me to a different dancer.
She get the Rona, or
Yeah.
It sounds like it. They didn't say it, but it sounds like it to me.
She's out the gate. They said she's gone for 2 weeks.
Right. Well, she was missing a day.
What is that? What else could that be?
Right.
waiting for the test results.
And I
first
said,
day.
I asked,
And then the quarantine begins.
Right. I said, what you get COVID or something? And they kind of just, and then probably that's what happened.
So wait, how long before that were you with her? Have you been tested?
That's the thing.
Are you coming in here all fucking
No.
Rona?
No, because, dude, I had seen her, like, on a day. It had been, like, a week and a half or something, I think. Or I don't know, whatever.
All right.
Anyway, point is, though, like, it was like we went a little bit, and she had kind of a routine, and so it switched me over to another dancer, and then she pretty much took that and cut about 10% of it and changed the rest, which is fine. But
do you think the other chick was just grossed out at you? Is that a possibility?
I suppose it is a possibility. She seemed to like me, but I mean, I mean,
because that'd be in the day we're living in now. It'd be very, very easy to just go, she's out for a couple weeks. Wink, wink.
creeped out vibes?
Make you think it's COVID. Well, we set you up with someone else. But if your dancer went, look, being face to face, really up close with this guy, he stinks. His hygiene is pathetic.
If that was her beef,
we don't know.
No, I'll say this: I think I like the dance the second girls put together better.
Yeah.
I had more fun.
I was gonna say,
which
one's hotter?
Well, the first one was a little younger, you know. So,
whoa. Hey.
so I mean, younger is better, right? It's been tough, like, and some level because I've been trying to do this in like 2 weeks, and because I do the virtual thing this year, we don't have like usually get all the way till November, and so I've been doing like double sessions, like literally like 3 days in a row.
Sessions,
like 2 hour Saturday afternoons and shit like that. So, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. And
what style of dance?
I don't know, but it's
samba,
cha-cha-cha.
tango.
No,
what are we doing here?
No, I don't know. Is
it sexy or is it funny?
It's to the song TikTok, but not by Kesha. TikTok maker. I don't know how the song goes.
No,
exactly.
Sing it. You're doing great.
I'm trying to think. Like,
Keep going.
Woke up in
I'll
the
figure
morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Okay.
My glasses on the. I don't know if you remember that song from like 2010-ish.
I wouldn't have it, but you sang it so well.
Yeah, right.
Nailed it.
But it's actually to like more of a Frank Sinatra dude. Like a dude does a cover of it. It's not her singing it. It's like a guy kind of so if you think Frank Sinatra, like old school Vegas,
like Richard Cheese style.
Yeah, like
isn't that the guy?
Maybe that is who does. Does he do a lot of like pop songs? But in that, that might be him. That almost sounds like maybe not. Either way though, it's like that.
Nobody.
So,
Richard Cheese. Oh, it's classic. Check it out.
Dick Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you're fucking.
No, I'm not. No, it's a real thing.
No, because there is.
Yeah, he did like covers of like
because whoever
NWA and shit.
Okay, so whoever does this does a lot of pop songs in this style of music.
Okay.
So maybe that is it. I don't know.
Could very well.
But anyway, it's been fun.
Does it matter? It's a virtual event. I mean, who's going to watch anyways? It's one thing to go to the thing.
Yeah, I mean, and so
no offense to you and what you're doing.
Right, I get
it. Hard work you're putting in, but
well, if you think about it, I mean, none of the technically people that are listeners in the past, almost nobody went to the event. So technically,
but it was at the Towns and it was a black tie event. Trav went. I went.
Yeah.
I said not, but not. I'm saying not.
Well, it's
but
like
if
a
you're
black
talking
tie event, right? I mean, it's kind of a fancy thing. It's not like open
for
mic
sure.
night or anything.
No, for sure, dude. I liked it.
Don't you remember I went there and I banged in your room?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, people sit there. That's the thing. Most of the dancers,
It was
Somebody had
fun.
to.
Yeah, well, that was the point. Is he's not going to use it, so I'm going to use it.
if you're not the professional
Bardis Kiefer
person,
went up there and soiled the shit out of his room.
No, you are right. If
I
you're
feel
not
terrible about that. By
Yeah,
the way.
if you're not the
Tell.
professional person, though, dude,
on the
a lot
floor
of the other
where he was going to step before he got into bed,
a lot of other
I made
people
sure to
don't-
like just
Oh,
shoot down where. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I'm sorry about
Sabotage.
that. It was terrible.
I didn't
What
jack
about, like,
off
the
last
door
Friday
handles?
either, by the way.
You didn't what?
I didn't jack off last Friday either,
You
by the way.
son of a bitch! Did
Maybe
you
I
jack?
did. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. You know.
Can we scour the cameras because cameras were rolling?
he was
24.
live.
there's a
I'm
bathroom
pretty
in-
We
sure.
could
There's a
hear you
bathroom in there.
squawking in the bathroom.
There's a bathroom in there.
Yeah, give it to yourself. Give it to me. Oh, I'm so
I think
good.
that'd be worse. I think if I just
Yeah.
sat there and popped right on the wall there or some shit. That'd
I
be
heard some
worse.
reports
Mm-hmm.
that there was in your sleep touching.
Really?
Yeah, so actually, I think it's a little weird that people were just watching you sleep.
I mo-
That's
I know
creepy
I'm
as
creepy.
fuck,
Well, I'm a
but-
mover. I definitely. shit
No, I
from
heard there was
sleeping.
some hand down the pants action. Now I'm not saying you're stroking, maybe some ass scratch.
I mean,
just
if
saying,
that's true, that that's
Where
just
did you sleep?
sleeping
Just
stuff.
did you just crash on the desk?
On the
couch
couch.
over there.
The couch. Okay.
that's what
If that's true, like that's
Oh,
just
okay.
he
me.
stayed live the whole time.
Did you come down and turn that camera on him?
No,
No,
when
he
we
did
went
it before I
yeah,
left.
when
Okay.
we were shutting it down for the night.
Yeah, I was a
It
little
was like fucking
I was
3
a
o'clock in
little
the morning.
tipsy
I couldn't
at
believe
that
it.
point. I was done.
If I was touching it to that extent, that's just sleeping shit. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just saying. There's video.
I
That's all I'm
wouldn't-
saying.
Yeah, so whatever. Anyway,
It's forever.
By the way, not that it matters, we've done a good job already. But if you want, you can still donate. EricFady.com. If people didn't,
Yeah.
Get
What are you
it.
up to now?
You know, over 7,000. You know,
Good.
we're dominating.
Are you winning?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that a boy. You've
And-
won every
and-
year. Good
right?
for
And
you.
I will say this: you're right. It is not done live, but they did decide to end up opening it up to a viewing party at the Townsend. So I'm actually going to finally take my parents this time. You know, the first 2 times because
Take them where?
to the viewing
Townsend.
party to the Townsend.
You're going to the Townsend?
We're not going to dance, but they're going to do a viewing party.
Oh, okay.
And so-
Are they giving you a room?
No, not like the last time.
I'd be glad to show up and
No,
Hi, Mrs. Fady.
Yeah.
but I am going to
Just
take,
saying,
and
the offers
that's the
on the
reason I never
table.
took them the first 2 times because the first 2 times
Because what I was going to do in your bedroom?
No,
Oh,
because it was like a big party, and I always had this, thought. There
Can
was
you,
gonna
you
be-
can drink in front of them now, can't you?
Well, but but the first 2 times it was like open bar. It was a packed house. I thought like I'm one of the guys. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
you
I'll
were
get
the shit.
fucked, So, but this time it's like no harm, no foul. So might as well be like, okay, mom and dad, why don't you come this time
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just watch me on the screen or whatever.
Sure.
Well,
Good for
keep
them.
us posted
I will.
as the dance lessons go, and we'll be rooting for you and all that stuff.
I want that
Fady-
fucking title this time, son of a bitch.
EricFady.com.
By the
Shut
way.
up, E. EricFady.com if you want to donate still and give $20, $50.
See, pro tip: as it starts getting a little closer, start saying that somebody's passing you. Oh, we just
Oh, I know,
we just
right?
fell
Yeah,
into
that
second.
wouldn't
Start
be bad.
tugging on the hearts
Problem-
and listen.
problem is it's-
monsters have fucking pride. They'll
Problem is it's
step
kind
up.
of,
We're not fucking losing.
It's out of reach.
Kind of what I mean. It's
Oh,
kinda-
see, you're
I mean, they'd have to
fucking it
really
up already.
They'd have to really step up if they wanted
All right,
to
well.
get to that. I'll get on the fucking
Hey, crush
Facebook
'em.
Live.
Keep
if
your
it
foot on their
comes.
throat, dude.
Oh,
Keep your foot on their throat.
If it gets to it, I'll be on Facebook Live. Don't worry.
That a boy.
Good
Okay.
Hey, I should mention we are. This show is on Spotify and Rumble now.
Hey,
Yeah, I got a text from Aaron last night. He's like, "Do you mind if I throw
A
the show up?"
train.
The A Train? Mind if I throw it up on Spotify?" And I was like, "No, that'd be great."
It used to be harder.
It's off the.
Yeah.
It's one of the things on the list to do, and so
Right.
I think he put Heroin Has a great publicist up on Spotify.
Wow, his wasn't on Spotify yet?
Trav, you might have put that up on Spotify, and he put it up on Rumble. Yeah, I thought that was big in Newberg's world before, early on. So I thought he was. Maybe he was off there, but whatever. Either way, we're up there now. So if you enjoy Spotify more than iTunes or wherever you get this fine podcast, you can now get us at Spotify and Rumble. So anyway, just one more
Let's
thing to
get ready
check
to
off
rumble.
check off the list. Does that make us white supremacists to be on
Probably.
Rumble? Yeah,
I think we're
It's okay.
I think we're leaning a little right.
Are we? We leaning? Just leaning there. I'm just doing it because it's a place where
Hey,
some
exactly.
people can find you. And
Sure.
listen. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not a political statement.
Nope. More is better.
You don't get to tell me where we get to go.
Nope.
How about that? How
Take
about that? E, you mentioned your dancer partner had COVID. Did you see the latest Rasmussen poll, you guys, on Dr. Fauci? What do you think his approval rating is now nationwide? Because he's been the
Yeah.
darling of the media. I mean, he's on 60 Minutes every week. He's the cover of
Are they
People
even?
magazine.
Here's the thing, though.
He's-
Are they even mentioning any of this dog stuff on like the CNNs? You know what I'm saying? Are they
Probably
actually
not.
So
I
that
don't
would
know.
be like, to me, he's not going to be as low as you think it might be, because
Right.
some people haven't even seen that it's happening.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
6 months ago, it was probably 90%.
Yeah, everyone
you know,
loved him.
But
They probably hated him when Trump was still in office. Oh no, that's
no,
when they fell
because
in love with him.
Right, because they didn't like each other. So that's when
Meanwhile,
he became the darling.
He has said all along, if you listen to him, he has said that he got along great with Trump. Trump never censored him or told, no one ever told him what he could and couldn't say. I know that was a storyline. Like, oh my God, Trump's, censoring the doctor and won't let him say anything to the American public that he really wants to say. And oh my God, he wants to warn everybody. And Fauci has been very clear on the record that no one in the administration ever did that, which would have surprised me anyways.
Yeah.
And
Sounds good to make him look bad.
Yeah. And there are
That would have surprised you if Trump was telling him, "Hey, shut the fuck up" on some of this
no,
stuff?
well,
It wouldn't have surprised me for a second.
That's true.
Well, it sort of would, and it sort of wouldn't have. I think their agendas are completely different. Like if Fauci was not elected to shit, right? So he's not having to deal with the whole giant picture of what it takes to run the government, run the country. So there's going to be some conflict, in my opinion, that would naturally be there where you go, would you mind shutting the fuck up? You're killing me with this. You're scaring the shit out of everybody, blah, blah, blah. Like, I could have seen Trump doing that, but he claims...
I could have seen him saying it. I could have seen him shut the fuck up because I don't think he cared about scaring the shit out of people personally.
No.
But
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
well,
Because
that's my
it
opinion.
has
I
a
don't
trickle-down effect. If you scare the shit out of people, then it's not as easy to open the economy. It's not as easy to open schools. It's not as easy to... All that stuff. In the
Yeah.
early days, it's
You don't want to
irrelevant
look like
now.
you don't have control either.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Or
Oh,
some
shit, that guy don't know what he can
unelected
do.
midget has all the control,
Yeah.
which we've given him.
I'm going to say 35%.
I'm going to go higher than that. I'm going to say just under 50. I'm going to go 49.
49. Okay, well, nearly half of all Americans think that Fauci lied about U.S. funding gain-of-function research in China. 49%.
Come on.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
half and half. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Well, I know that's pretty much
that
we're
sound
right
pretty
down
lines.
that line. Well,
Well, no,
But
just,
I think
just a
that's-
month or two ago, he
I
was
think that's way
7
down.
points lower, 7 points higher.
I think that's
So
yeah.
49% of respondents to a new Rasmussen survey believe the National Institute of Health infectious disease expert, the top COVID advisor to former Vice President Joe Biden, has not told the truth about the issue of funding gain of function.
By the way, that I would have said higher. When you said approval rate, I thought you just said overall because of the dog thing. Overall, I would assume be lower. But if you were just going
Well,
on
this
overall.
gain of
this-
function, I would have said 50-50.
the poll was
It's-
taken
Just overall. I mean,
Yeah.
what his approval rating is.
the poll was taken October 25th through the 26th, 25 and 26.
But sometimes they do polls on just very specific topics. So it sounded like he was saying, if this poll is overall, to me, if it's just on the
well,
gain
You're
of
wrong.
function,
You
I
just
would've-
face it.
I
You
don't-
fucked
I don't
up.
think
It's
I-
okay.
I don't think I did
I
fuck
won.
up.
I hit it
33
at 49%.
I don't think I did fuck up.
33% say they believe Fauci.
What'd you say?
33%.
So I said 35.
Okay, 33% believe Fauci's not full of shit.
Oh.
49% say that they think he is full of shit, and
Gotcha.
19% don't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who are these people
Right.
that don't? I love these polls, and it's like, yeah, you have this certain percentage of people somewhere there that are like, oh, no idea. It's like, are you paying attention to anything?
No, apparently
they're
not.
probably not. They're and in fairness to them,
useful
I don't,
There are
idiots.
people that are just there are people that just go through their life. They're just getting through, dude. Like
Don't know
but,
anything about it.
Having said that, I don't know how they're picking up the poll. Like how they're being polled. Are they being called? And
Standing
they're
outside
picking
a
up,
mall somewhere. Excuse me,
Right.
sir. Do you have a minute to talk about Dr. Fauci?
Who?
So he's been fighting with Rand Paul, and this is what I got into a fight with my doctor about, because she's like, "What is Rand Paul doing?" I'm like, "I fucking love Rand
He's
Paul."
killing it right now.
Yeah, he's absolutely murdering right
MVP, right?
now. Taking this guy to task about gain of function, and they're getting into the definition. What's the definition of is
Yeah.
type of things on gain of function?
Wordplay.
Yeah, totally. So 40% of people want him to resign, and 13% of people say they don't know if they want him to resign. They're not sure either way.
How many people are just fucking sick of him? Just sick of seeing
I
him
would fall
out
into
in
that
front,
category.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
just you know what? Just give me somebody else. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're gonna just be a talking head. Sick of looking at this dude. Give me somebody new.
Rand Paul demanded over the weekend that Fauci be fired for lack of judgment over research funded by the institute at the China laboratory. On Monday, the senator seized on reports that they funded hundreds of thousands of dollars in experiments on dogs. I think that just helps his argument. How much of that is like the general public, I feel like they're freaked out about the dog thing. I don't know that Rand Paul is.
No, probably not.
But it helps bolster that argument.
Use whatever.
I don't like the dog thing, but a lot of people are like, whoa, oh yeah, now that it's dogs. It's like, yeah, but dogs for the most part are really innocent. People are assholes. Across the board, in my opinion.
True.
Dr. Fauci's division wasted over $424,000 on deadly and unnecessary experiments on beagles. Thank you for the expose. He wrote, #Beaglegate, #Paul's Pups. Really? Paul's Pups?
Paul's Pups. Yeah, do better.
Yeah, right. #Paul's Pups.
You know what's stupid about what's even when you say do better on that, by the way, and I'm not trying to get too nerdy into social media. Hashtags, they're not supposed to just be a statement you want to make. It's supposed to be because you're grouping things together. So by him putting Paul's Pups, dude, that means other
You think there's a
people
ton of Americans that are going to get #Paul's Pups?
Right, that's my point.
Yeah.
Let's get it trending.
Like Beaglegate, yes, that's something. But Paul's Pups, I'm not going to type that in. And no.
The thing is just for lack of judgment, if nothing else. And I know, and he's probably never going to admit that he lied. He's going to continue to dissemble and try to work around the truth and massage the truth. So, yeah, the latest twist came last week, and we've talked about this, when the NIH admitted to funding research on bat coronaviruses to test the different spike proteins in the lab. The revelation came in a letter sent to Kentucky Congressman James Comer, in which the NIH's principal deputy director, Lawrence Tabak, refers to a limited experiment conducted to test whether these proteins from naturally occurring bat coronaviruses circulating in China were capable of binding to the human ACE2 receptor in the mouse model. The result is a tussle now of what defines gain of function. And so Fauci's going, no, that's not gain of function. That's not gain of function. In a letter, they acknowledge that,
not sexual relations. That is not sexual relations.
The viruses did gain in function. They became more dangerous. So Rand Paul's point is, so they've created a virus that doesn't exist in nature to become more dangerous. That's literally the definition of gain of function. Now they try to justify it by saying, well, it was an unexpected result. I'm not sure I buy that. Think about it. If you take an unknown virus, you combine it with another virus, you get a super virus. You have no idea whether it gains functions or loses functions. That's what the experiment is. But I don't know how anybody could argue that it's not gain of function research. I'm with him there. That just seems to make more sense.
Yeah.
Right? Am I crazy?
No.
Fauci rejected this
You got to do it to
interpretation.
figure it out. You don't know until you try.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's ugly. But yeah, the Beagle story's not going away either.
You know, real quickly, the other thing about those hashtags, by the way, when I just think about it, when I think of like these politicians, Rand Paul didn't type this out. You know what I mean? Some intern, or probably not an intern, but probably a higher paid publicist, whatever. And it's like, does he even know? You know what I mean?
Do you think so? You don't think Rand Paul would do his own
maybe
tweets?
Maybe he would. But it's like, and then, okay.
Do you think Trump did his own?
Then it's even more, Then it's even more funny to me.
Most of those wouldn't have made it out.
Right. Then it's even more funny to me picturing Rand Paul typing that in and be like, putting the hashtag and Paul's Pups and stuff.
Yeah.
Send. I don't know. It's funny to me.
He probably didn't start it, but he kept it going.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't it come out that there was some threshold about that testing? Like if it reaches, talking about whether it becomes gain of function or not, and you don't really know. If there A, B, and C happen, if it goes to 10x and it's anyway, you're supposed to report it as gain of function or whatever. There's a procedure in to say that there, and Fauci kept going, no, I never did that, never did this thing. They just came out and they were like, in 2018, we have the letter that told you and notified you that this is what happened and this is what was going on.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. No recollection.
Well, the piling on is beginning.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
With Fauci, you see these clumped in groups, these stories when you're perusing multiple media outlets. And so I don't know how this plays out for him. Do I think Dr. Fauci is going to end up in jail?
No.
I mean, I've been saying he should be in jail for the last year and 3 months, but that's neither here nor there. My guess is no, he never gets in trouble for anything. does he pull one of the classics, well, there's too much, I'm becoming too big a part of the story, so
I
I'm
don't
going
want to be a distraction.
Kind of like Cuomo in New York.
Yeah.
I love New York. I love all of you. I'm becoming too much of a distraction. I need to step away.
His exit speech was so awesome. It was so narcissistic because it was like he didn't even say he did anything. He's just like, I didn't do anything to be clear, but I'm stepping back and it's for the city that I'm doing this.
Did you see they charged him today?
Yeah, he got slapped with the charge today.
Yeah, he got charged with
Oh my God, that's funny.
And they're like, oh, this is very disturbing. What's in this report? I'm like, ooh, what's so disturbing? And it's bad. No doubt about it. But it sounds like he went up to a girl and lifted her blouse and like cupped, I think it was the left titty.
Yeah.
Get a little underboob.
How do you, I can see being out of control and saying something inappropriate to someone at a bar, going over the line.
But you get to this
feel like
point
a dick.
where
you get a little handsy.
I can't imagine going up to someone at a bar and going up her blouse and like cupping a titty.
Like an ass, you're at, like crazy people around here just smacking ass. Or
Do you know how many people have smacked my asses that are remotes alone?
Right. But
guys and girls.
But like up a shirt, up a front of a shirt.
Shit, 2 people in this room have done it to me now.
Up the shirt. That's
and
that's
what's
a bold
happening on
move.
her end? She's just sitting there, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, I guess.
Wouldn't you
under the shirt
too,
over the bra? What is that? First base, second base? What's that count as?
Yeah,
under the shirt over the bra.
Under the shirt over the bra.
Seventh grade?
Yeah, probably. But don't you think as soon as he walked up, fucking half in the bag or whatever he was, he'd get to like here, and you'd be like, "Fuck off, weirdo." Wouldn't you just naturally, like, if someone walked up behind me and started sticking their hand down the front of my pants? They wouldn't even get to the fucking base of the shaft before I'd be like,
Really?
Well, yeah, if it was a guy.
Why would you? Oh, well, do.
I don't know who it is yet. I'd have to turn around and be like, oh, I'm sorry. Continue as you were.
I think you could feel in the hand.
Very soft hand, small hand.
I'm not trying to, pass judgment, of course, but I feel like you could feel.
Yeah. I don't know where that goes.
Just saying, I wouldn't go immediate slap. That's not my first reaction. I may at least investigate further before. I didn't think I needed to be warned though as I read the claim. Like, oh boy, if it was trigger alert,
sodomized, anally penetrated in the bed, you're like, oh Jesus Christ,
that was it.
He grabbed a fucking
under the shirt over the bra is the whole charge.
There was a hootie hoo in the bathroom with a baseball bat. Like, okay, warn your fucking audience about what's coming, but they went up a skirt and grabbed the titty.
That motherfucker wrote a book. Not in 2021, by the way.
Oh, about what a hero he was.
About how he solved COVID in the city and then got a Grammy, right? A Grammy, was it for it? Or was it an Emmy?
He got an Emmy.
An Emmy, sorry. An Emmy.
Did he sing it?
Yeah, well, I mean, God, he got an Emmy. What's the difference?
Spoken word Emmy.
Great soundtrack.
He got a spoken word Emmy.
Right. An Emmy. Are they taking that back, by the way?
I don't know if he's gotten that yet. Maybe he has, because that was over a year ago.
They're going to pull it like a Heisman? Take it from him? No.
Yeah, I mean, if they can pull Dr. Cosby's fake doctorates.
I would think so, yeah.
You know what was so funny? At the very, very beginning, I actually did like him better than even Trump, because he seemed like he did those press conferences. He seemed more like just matter of fact, and it was explaining. No, like at the very, very beginning, and then it was within maybe a week.
All about me.
Then I'm like, oh my
Cuomo
God.
show.
And it was like 2 hours a day.
And the brothers.
Yeah, but it was just, I think, in contrast to Trump, just for like a little bit, I'm like, oh, this guy seems like he's explaining it more just matter of factly. We're doing this, and then it was like, then like you said, about a week later, maybe less, it was like, these are 2 hours every day.
We're over.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
wrote a book.
So, wrote a book, and
during
hold on, look up the stats on how many books he sold. It's hilarious, because I think he got a 7-figure advance for that. I think he got millions of dollars or a couple $1 million for that, and I think he sold like 400 books. It was ridiculous. If I wrote a book, I'd sell more copies than Cuomo did.
Does that count
with
as like
press
the
all
Audible,
over the country?
Like the audiobooks and everything? Those all count as? Or do
Yeah,
you have to buy hard copy?
I think they do,
that?
actually. It was crazy. It was less than 4,000 copies. It might have been in the hundreds. I don't know if you can find it on there. It might be censored at this point.
I'm sure it's not
to
very
protect them. But yeah, the hits are coming for Fauci. Honestly, I'm kind of torn on this. I don't know how fair this is.
Oh my God.
What does it say?
48,000.
48,000?
That's
still doesn't seem like very many.
That's really bad.
Low.
No, I heard it was way lower than that, but maybe that's with all the audiobooks, and maybe that's a year of being on the Who are those 48,000 clowns?
I wonder how many of those he bought.
Here's the thing from October 2020. This may be what you're thinking of. October 20th, 22nd, 2020 at 11,000. But maybe at this point, some, who knows? Maybe
I don't remember.
Maybe he just told his family to go in and start buying shit up or something, or I don't know.
I want to be careful not to try to just get into partisan things, because you people haven't heard me talk about this, but I've been bitching to my family about Dr. Fauci for a year and a half. It's fallen on many deaf ears.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah. Well, I can't help it. If they walk in the room and I'm watching TV, I'm going to yell at the 6-year-old about what a cunt this guy is.
Yeah.
Like, that's just going to happen. And so that's gone on for a year and a half. So I don't want to unfairly target this guy. Like, oh my God, this animal research. It sounds horrible. Having beagle puppies sit there for 22 months while sandflies eat their faces off.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible. But I also don't want to be that guy that is ignorant to the fact that horrific shit is done animal testing wise and has been for many, many years, and to act like he's done some monstrous thing outside of what normal science does all the time.
It's not like he's the one
not
stapling them down
it.
to the table and setting the flies on their face. I mean, he oversees everything, but at that point, that's just an item on a budget line. More than that. I mean, it's not like he's involved in that. That's the umbrella is so huge that he's under.
And for the record, I don't want beagle puppies' faces getting eaten alive by sandflies ever. Whether for research or anything, even if it's going to help some village in the Congo beat whatever bullshit disease they got going on, I'd rather save the dogs. I gotta be honest with you.
Well, yeah. What if 2 beagles now can save 1,000 beagles later?
Beagles or humans?
I said beagles.
Well,
what if 2 beagles now could save all the beagles?
What, you saying we're going to come up with some cream that makes sandflies not want to eat their faces off?
I don't know. I have no idea how many beagles are faces are eaten by sandflies.
How many beagles are in these fucking weird villages?
Look it up, E. How many beagles per year faces are eaten by sandflies?
They're just going to pull up the NIH research. I'm on top. It turns out the only beagles' faces who are eaten by sandflies are done in research labs. It's the only time it ever happens. So
I would imagine it's not a natural occurrence.
Probably not.
Not a lot. I mean, it's
never know.
If you stuck me in a cage up to my neck like that, and then just put like flies in there, eventually they'd just start feasting on me. But I can handle them in the wild and just be like, "Fuck off, dude! Fuck off!" You can just wave them off for the most part. I imagine dogs would be the same way in the wild.
Good thing.
They're not just going to lay there and get eaten alive by sandflies.
I regularly think how confusing it must be for flies in reality. They're not doing nothing wrong. You go on a hike in the woods or something, and you're like, why is there so many of these mothers? They're like, you're going to their house in reality. Like,
yeah, they're assholes. They're annoying as shit.
I get it.
Their eyes are creepy.
The summer sucked, especially because I didn't get to do a lot of like woodsy hiking because they were really bad this year. But I'm just saying, like, how confusing for them it must be. Like, they're just flying around, and now this big dinosaur, probably like animal, is just like marching through.
Yeah.
And then it's swatting at them, and they're like, "What the fuck, man? I'm just flying around my house." Like,
right?
you
in
came
my
here,
house,
dude.
Bitch.
Right? Yeah.
Get some attack.
Right.
So everyone in this room is a little bummed out that Fauci's directly or indirectly group is funding these tests on animals and whatnot. Do people care if they were doing shit on humans? Because this is the pile-on stories that are coming out now. Is talking because he was the front lead. He was the lead on the AIDS stuff, and he made comments where it was just like ridiculous. 20 million Americans are going to die of AIDS, and blah blah blah. And there's people that think that they pushed the AIDS narrative, like, oh yeah, anybody can get it. Oh my God, knowing full well that if you're just banging a chick, you ain't getting AIDS. That it was really kind of in the homosexual community, but they didn't want to make it worse for that community, so they just went, yeah, everybody else too, because there's serious risk of AIDS. And so people point that kind of shit out, but
I mean, a butt's a butt, right?
they were, well, if you're going that route,
I mean,
whatever.
Just saying.
So Fauci's NIH was also caught funding experiments on AIDS orphans. What? At a New York City hospital in 2004. The Fauci NIH approved experiments on hundreds of New York City orphans. Government agencies and pharmaceutical companies used the orphans in deadly AIDS drug trials.
Well, I mean, what else were they going to do?
In 2005, the city of New York hired the VERA, the Vera Institute, to form a final report on the drug trials. Vera was given no access to medical records for any of the children used in trials. Their report was published in '08. They reported that 25 children died during the drug studies, that an additional 55 children died following the studies in foster care. According to Tim Ross, director of the Child Welfare Program at Vera, as of '09, 30% of the remaining 417 children who were used in the drug studies had died.
Ooh.
Robert F. Kennedy just wrote, in 1965, my father kicked down the door of the Willowbrook State School on Staten Island, where pharmaceutical companies were conducting cruel and often deadly vaccine experiments on incarcerated children. Kennedy declared Willowbrook a snake pit and promoted legislation to close the institution and end the exploitation of children. 55 years later, what dark flaw in Anthony Fauci's character allowed him to oversee and then cover up the atrocities at Incarnation Children's Center? At the very best, there must be some arrogance that enables Fauci to rationalize the suffering and deaths of children as acceptable collateral damage in what he sees as his noble search for new public health innovations. At worst, he's a sociopath who has pushed science into the realm of sadism, blah, blah, blah. And then they go on and say probably nothing will happen anyways. But will people be, I honestly have a feeling people would be more outraged about the shit they were doing with the monkeys, scaring them to death and then aciding their brains to make the fear worse.
I mean, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, right?
Yeah.
What if those 470 kids could save all the orphans?
Yeah, no, I know, dude. I mean,
I don't.
No, there's an argument for that. Like if you've got a new thing out there and you don't know how to combat it.
It's on like clinical trials and like volunteer basis, and people do it willingly.
Fauci's like, we got these throwaway kids in this orphanage.
There are parents that even want them.
No one's looking for them.
Nobody's gonna miss them.
Right. And who are they going to cry to? Mommy?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. And so, yeah, I don't know, but I just found it interesting that the pile-on stories are coming.
Yeah,
you didn't see these types of stories because these are not new. A lot of these stories aren't new.
Oh no, I've the AIDS shit I've been hearing for a year now.
Yeah.
Would you consider this one of those? And by the ways, or I mean, do you consider this as under that realm? I mean,
and by the way, in case you forgot, in
Yeah.
2008, this motherfucker was murdering orphans.
It's right there.
Probably mostly black orphans.
Yeah, well, probably for sure.
Whoa,
You
that's
know?
quite an assumption.
Well, I don't know. In New York City.
That's what I would go with. That's what saves you on that to me. That it's New York.
I mean, no dad, yeah, but I mean, they don't have a mom.
See, now you just made it way worse.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was statistical.
Assuming that none of them have dads.
Say
That was
none.
way
Well, they're
worse.
orphans. Of course
Did
they
you
don't
hear
have
that?
dads.
I heard it.
Or moms. Lori Lightfoot. You familiar with her?
Gordon's
Chicago.
wife?
Chicago native. Oh, right.
Not Gordon's
No,
wife.
the mayor, yes.
The mayor of Chicago.
Gordon's
God,
wife.
does she look like she just crawled out of a fucking crypt or something?
Kind of, yeah.
She
She's
is-
creepy looking.
Even
I-
while she was
I
getting her
would-
hair did during this whole pandemic.
She had to get her hair did. Yeah.
Right.
It didn't help, by the way.
I love that she actually. I'll give her credit on some level. She was the only politician who she technically just owned it. She's like, well, I need to look good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, well,
Yeah, well,
She's got-
keep
she's got
going.
this
Do better,
weird-
because
Right.
that didn't work.
She's got this weird goat eyes factor. Looks like she was buried for 20 years and someone dug her up.
Like a weird
Look.
color. Like kind of gray.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good.
No.
I would never want to take a shot at anybody, but if other people were out there saying, like, geez, this is maybe the ugliest lesbian on planet Earth, like, you'd just be like, oh, maybe they're talking about Lori Lightfoot. I don't know.
Could be.
Maybe. Could be. But yeah, she was doing a fundraiser for people that voted for her. Yeah. Ooh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah, right? That is.
It is
She's a
Halloween
looker.
season. It is Halloween season. Sunken goat eyes.
And is that after she got the hair did?
I believe so.
Here's a picture of her with our fearless leader, who really looks.
was
He
gonna
definitely
say
looks
that-
like he knows what's going on here, doesn't he?
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez.
I mean,
Look at the two of them.
That just speaks. I know where I am. Right.
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to cop a feel.
Look at his fucking face, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
He
hate
looks
it.
like
it's sad,
He
dude.
looks like the dummy from what's the Dunham, Jeff Dunham.
Oh, right.
That old
Yeah,
man
yeah.
fucking
yeah.
dummy.
Here's
Doesn't
a
that-
question. Which
That's
one
what
of
he looks like.
Which one of these people looks more alive?
Oh, that's a great question.
She does.
Yeah.
She
Her
looks
eyes
like he
are
could be
open at
dead.
least. Yeah.
I mean,
I
she's
fucking
got
hate-
male pattern baldness going on. on top of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't even end up voting for Trump as we did on our last
Yeah,
episode
it's your
last
fault
year.
he's not in
Yeah,
office.
for sure. I didn't end up voting for him.
Lost by 1.
How can these motherfuckers who voted for Biden not at least come out and just say, look, I didn't want Trump. I did what I did. But yeah, this dude, like we had doctors on for 2 weeks when Trump used two hands with a glass.
Yeah.
Right.
Neurologists
Talking about what dementia
incompetent.
or Parkinson's.
Right. And
or,
this dude can't get through a fucking sentence half the time without stuttering or looking off in the distance. And we're just like, yep, this is fine. Totally fine. Not that I want Kamala Harris stepping in, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
could we question it at least? Is
they're
it possible?
They're fucked in 2024 because there's no right answer. If he's not going to be capable of, I mean,
no.
a coherent sentence, let alone running.
No.
Because they're not going to be able to do
And
the
so-
basement shit, by the way, that time either.
No.
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 He's going to be out. He's going to have to campaign. He's going to have to debate. He's going to have to do it. So you either run him out there.
Does he?
I mean,
Because they're not going
well,
to
no, he probably doesn't.
I
As
mean,
the
you gotta-
incumbent,
you
you
gotta
probably
think-
don't because he's the automatic nominee. But to a certain degree,
You got to think, though, the difference is there is an entire Hollywood and media landscape that's willing to not just kid gloves him.
well,
So, I mean, that's the reality. No one
just the
else could get
process
away
itself.
with it.
I mean, you still have to debate.
He
I mean,
didn't
you
have
don't
to
have to go
debate
through
before.
all.
I mean, barely.
Well, yeah. It's not
I
gonna
don't
be
know,
good.
dude.
Anyway,
I think these people will absolutely just brush anything under the rug like nothing to see
well,
here.
they already are.
You have right,
That's-
but that's not going to stop in
We're talking
24.
3 years from now. I mean,
Yeah.
how far he could fall, no pun intended, from
He
till
could be
then.
dead by 2024,
He could
and they
be,
might
and
still
that's-
try to run him.
They might have to because if
you
you
can't
don't,
run
if you
Kamala
yank him
Harris.
and put her in there,
No,
you're
you can't
done.
do it. She couldn't
So-
win a vote in her own state.
That's why I said they're fucked.
She's the most hated
I can't get
politician.
over it. I'm not-
She's the most unpopular vice president in the history of the country.
When's the last time she's even talked? Was it when she went to the border for 10 hours?
Right.
She didn't even go to the border.
No,
she was
she- well,
miles
eventually-
from the border.
Yeah, well, she could see it with a periscope or
Don't
something.
wanna get- don't wanna get too close to those people.
Not a periscope, a telescope.
Yeah, she was miles and miles from the actual border.
Dude, I'm sorry I can't get over this.
Yeah, it's
Look
crazy.
at that fucking face. He's a. I want them. Seriously, I just want someone to ask him one time, do you know where you are?
Did it just get blurrier or did my eyes
No,
just
no,
tweak?
it's something for some reason.
I looked back and it was like blur.
No, it
Yeah.
Am I having
zoomed
a
in a little
stroke?
bit more this time.
Anyway,
I know he's sniffing her.
going back to Lori Lightfoot,
What
she
is
was
that?
she was booed at the annual fundraiser for the Plumbers Union.
Oh yeah.
Big group of people on Sunday over her vaccine mandate, forcing city workers to report their vax status or be placed on unpaid leave. So, video captured the moment she was met with boos as she was introduced to speak at this annual event. The Plumbers Union Local 130 was the first union to endorse Lightfoot during the 2019 runoff election against Tony Preckwinkle. Jeez, that's a name.
Yeah. How are you going
how do
to
you
vote
vote
for
for
that?
Preckwinkle?
Exactly.
I'm not voting for a guy named Preckwinkle. I don't care how good he is. You could have the greatest plan in the world, but Preckwinkle? Change your name. It's first on the agenda, sir.
He's got an R next to his name. You'd vote for him.
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I could vote for a Preckwinkle. You know what's funny? I used to vote Democrat here, Republican there,
Yeah.
Democrat all the time.
Yeah. I mean, unions
No.
traditionally, historically, are all Democrat, because they're the Democrat side's pro-union, but that's they still have to. Like, I'm a union electrician, and they send out every election, who they support and what you're supposed to do, and straight party votes and all that stuff. Go fuck yourself.
Well, it's
But
funny. And
I can see within the ranks that's just, and it used to be that way, and it's fading. Like it's just people are getting sick of it.
well, Pat McCarthy, and this is where I'm interested in watching this video. I didn't pay a ton of attention to it, but Pat McCarthy, who is the Plumbers Union's recording secretary, noted Lightfoot was booed, yeah, but insisted that disapproval did not come from the union. There were a couple people in the corner that booed, but it was nothing significant. Didn't disrupt the event at all.
I mean, technically, if one person yells "boo," they got booed,
Right.
right? So you can tilt the scales on that.
I would have to suspect whoever was booing at the event was not a member of this local. We respect her, and we have no problems with the mayor. Union President Jim Majorowski, talk about taking a knee. I was downstairs counting money for the Bears game versus the Bucks pool when Lightfoot took the stage. I didn't hear nothing. I was in a different room, so I can't say. You're telling me some shocking stuff. I find it very hard to believe. So let's hear. These guys are on the union boss side are saying nothing to see here at all.
Toe the company line.
Yeah.
Is there a reason, Travis, this is like 15 seconds? Should I start this out? Or were you just making sure it was it? Like,
That's pretty much it. That's the clip, right, Mike?
Go to the beginning. Yeah, probably.
That's what I was asking.
I had the volume down. You
He
go
was
ahead.
just checking.
I knew that was going to happen.
Face.
Shocked. All right, that's more than a couple of guys in the
Okay,
corner.
couple guys in the corner, not part of the union.
That's a pretty pretty rowdy boo.
Really?
Unless it was
Okay,
like
so
the
let's-
Arsenio kind of thing where they're.
I don't think so.
No?
But
Okay.
let's see. What did Pat McCarthy say? Cue that up again.
She does kind of look like Arsenio, though.
Pat McCarthy, the plumbers union's recording secretary, noted Lightfoot was booed, but insisted that the disapproval did not come from the union. There were a couple people. A couple. What is a couple again?
2, maybe
That's
3.
2. So a few is 3.
Okay.
A handful would be 5+. A couple is 2. Is that fair?
Technically, a couple is
So
2.
according to Pat, there were a couple of people in the corner that booed, but it was nothing
In the corner. I
significant.
like that.
Yeah.
In the corner.
And it didn't disrupt the event at all. I would have to suspect whoever was booing at that event was not a member of this local. Well, who the fuck else would be there?
They're just showing up.
I'm not going to be at that event for the local plumbers union.
Nope.
So let's
and
again.
it did not disrupt the
Anything.
event. Did not
No.
disrupt the event.
Look at the reaction of the girl on this right here going, oh, shit.
Miller Lite's on the table. They might be a little sauced.
That guy just goes, that's fucked up. The guy in the beard, he goes, that's fucked up. So the union bosses are saying, no, nothing to see here. There may be 1 or 2 people.
I love the
We're not
title
with
on
the
that.
Union.
Oh, I know.
Booed Bigly.
Bigly.
Someone did said that Lightfoot, an anonymous attendee, said that the mayor was booed off stage. They said she spoke for less than a minute, and there was a resounding booing throughout the room, almost deafening. I was sitting at a table with a bunch of plumbers. They're like, we've never heard that before here. They were calling her names. It was bad.
Not a good look. She hasn't done so well for that city. That city is in bad shape right now.
No. Yeah, Chicago does not get great press.
No.
The Bears, I mean, Justin Fields, even Justin Fields' press can't help what's going on with the shootings. And are they trying to defund the police there? I'm sure they are.
All the killings.
And I got to tell these
No, I don't think.
plumbers-
I think they're increasing.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're increasing the police there.
Are they?
Something like
Well,
that.
they should.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the plumbers union, if you noticed in that story, were the first to sign on to vote for her. And we could have told them easily in 2019 what a psychopath she was. So, I guess you get what you pay for.
Wasn't
right?
she the one where the rioters were coming to her house?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Did they
That
go to
was
Lori
her,
Lightfoot's
right?
house?
That's when that was when she was, I think, doing to defund the police, but she was getting
Yes.
hiring personal security for
Yeah.
herself. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, the hiring personal security. I
Yeah.
remember that. Yep.
No,
And I
no,
think
no.
then she was
No,
in the
in-
defund, like I said, defund
Yeah,
the police.
yeah,
kind
it
of
was
thing.
all great until they started coming down her
Oh,
block.
whoa,
hey,
hey,
hold
whoa,
on. What the
hey.
fuck? A little too close to home.
A public school in Florida took a group of young students on a field trip. Do you guys remember going on field trips?
Absolutely.
When you were kids? What do you guys remember? We're in Stratford. I remember that one. When we went to Stratford.
What the
in
hell's Stratford?
Canada. Jay and I went on some field trip for,
High school, you still do field trips?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was like a theater class, I think, right?
yeah,
Or something.
exactly. It
That's
was
the
a
reason. Like,
Shakespeare class.
Right, so they were
And the
seeing some-
teacher stood up at the bus when we got there, and she was like, we're in Stratford. And we're all like, okay. And so I think we ended up finding a place to get beers. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
But what do you guys remember field trips growing up? Did you guys do like the zoo?
I remember hating them because it's basically that.
Yeah, I
That was
did
not
that.
a good time for little Eric Fady.
Really? Field
Fuck
trips
no.
are the greatest day in
You're thinking of a person who, like, dude, I mean, fucking, dude, awkward, dude. I was always sitting in the back of the bus and fucking my lunch got usually eaten or some shit by someone else.
Did
and no
people
one,
actually steal your lunch?
They weren't good.
you ever get a
Field
dirt
trips
face?
weren't fun.
The lunches or
I'm just saying, I don't remember having fond memories of field trips as a kid.
No?
No.
The only one I really remember is going to Cranbrook.
Yeah, Cranbrook. We
Cranbrook.
used to go there
Yeah,
every year.
What about Greenfield Village?
Yeah, maybe.
Didn't we
I don't,
do
know I don't know if I did that as a field trip.
Yeah.
the zoo. But again,
zoo.
like I'd just be walking around by myself.
Once I got old enough, I just started ditching them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I would not have gone to Stratford, for the record.
Me and Schaefer. No, you weren't there. It was a Shakespeare class that Jay and I had. But I can't remember her name now. But anyway, so this group in Florida took the young students, elementary school students, to a gay bar.
Come on.
Yeah, does that sound like a field trip we would have gone on?
No. How do you even get into a gay bar as a kid? Fake IDs?
Go to the school system nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, because they're so woke. They want people to see how other people live. And so the Wilton Manors Elementary School in Broward County took elementary school students to Rosie's Bar and Grill, a local gay bar. A school board member said Wednesday, she tweeted out, "I was so honored to be invited to chaperone Wilton Manors field trip to the incredible Rosie's. The students and I had a fun walk over and learned a lot about our community." So I don't know if you have photos of it.
Real quick, the field trip was to the gate. Like it wasn't like they were going to the zoo.
They just stopped
and on the way
on
home,
something else. That was the whole point, right?
No, they go on this special field trip every year, apparently.
But the whole trip was just to the bar.
The field trip to the gay bar may have happened more than once, offering a huge thank you to Rosie's for hosting this special field trip every year.
Okay, that seems very odd to me. Like I said, I remember sometimes you'd go to places and they'd stop at McDonald's on it sometimes or something.
Yeah, I've done that. I know what you're talking about. No. It sounds like they're going to the gay bar.
Okay.
All right, I have questions.
Do you have pictures of it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
this is the Facebook, I guess, that Travis had up. So I guess there's this.
Bar and Grill. They're all wearing matching shirts with rainbows on them. It looks like rainbows, right?
So what makes this...
Look at the comments. This is out of line. You should be fired.
Fuck yeah.
This is out of line. You should be fired. I hope you do. Then you can be a bartender at Rosie's Bar and Grill.
What? So it's just a bar, and it's frequented.
It's a gay bar.
It's a bar that is
Yeah.
frequented by gay people, which makes it a gay bar.
Yeah, it's a known,
right?
it's a known local gay bar.
So I get it, but
Yeah.
they're just going to the bar. They're
And getting
this
food,
is
like,
during
they do more-
school time,
Right.
elementary school. So this is pre 3 p.m. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's just dudes in there fucking, or is it just like a regular bar and there's just all guys in there? Is it like the Blue Oyster where they're wearing chaps and fucking
It says
their glory holes? What are we talking?
Photos showed a group of 18 young children posing for a picture in matching shirts next to the bar sign. We just saw that one.
Here? Yep.
Another photo showed the children sitting at tables inside the rainbow bedecked bar wearing face masks and apparently listening to a presentation. So they're being preached. My guess would be in a gay bar, you would be getting a presentation about the lifestyle.
How to be gay,
Yeah, or that it's okay to be gay. If you want to be gay, does anyone want to come out today?
right?
I don't know. I mean, what else would they be doing there?
That seems. I mean, I'm all for inclusion, but that seems fucked up.
Well, couldn't they like go to like, like maybe a center where they like, I'm trying to think of like not a like where they take pregnant girls, but something else where like there's like a
Pregnant girls? What?
no, like a community center where there's like outreach for
let's go
gay
with-
people or something, and like someone could talk to them about how
Sure.
it's nice to be, it's good. We should be treating all people like normal, like you know what I'm saying, Trey? At all, like you know what I'm saying, like kind of like a community center or something, and you could have someone come and talk to them and just say, hey guys,
How about you
we're
just
all
have a
humans.
fucking gay guy come to the class
Or that,
and just
dude.
talk to him? You don't have to
Right.
go to a bar.
Right.
Could you go to just a regular bar and just have some fat alcoholic come in there and give him a lecture on how to drink?
Yeah,
You know,
that would
this
make as
is
much
really
sense.
a
Right?
rough deal here,
Apparently.
kids.
The point is, the wokeness has gone so far that we're getting to stuff like this, where we're taking not high school kids, elementary school kids.
I would love to know
By the way, I don't know if they ate there,
hot dogs.
but Rosie's menu, which the kids were there, you see the menus on the table,
Hot dogs, onion rings.
features dishes with names like Rhoda Cowboy,
Oh, God.
Ivana Hooker, Helena Bun with Smack My Cheeks and Make 'em Rosie sauce.
God damn it. And this
Georgia
is what-
Blue, Young Ranch Hand. I'll have the Young Ranch Hand and Willie cheesecake or cheesesteak. I love a Willie. The children will have the Willie cheesesteak.
Unfucking believable.
And can little Lisa here get an extra side of Smack My Cheeks and Make 'em Rosie sauce?
It's so out of line. It is. I mean, because let's just say that's like taking them to a titty bar. It is. I mean, it's the same premise, right?
Menu, though.
It's a pretty. I mean,
I mean,
Would you want to at least try the Helena bun with smack my cheeks and make them rosy sauce?
you goddamn right.
Yeah, I would too. It
Eat the
does sound
shit
like
out of that.
Doesn't it sound like an orange or a red sauce? Maybe with a little bit of a kick to it.
Probably, yeah. A little
Yeah.
sriracha in there, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour, bit of spice, a little bit of kick.
Little chipotle mayo. No, that's how does that stuff get? Fuck, I hate this planet.
So they
You should say
claim
this country more specific. I feel like this country's because other countries don't give a fuck. There's a lot of these other countries they don't fucking care.
That's true.
it's the
Not that I wouldn't want to live there either, though. For other reasons, probably. But
you know what it is? It's the forced nature of things.
Exactly.
Like there's
That's
no
the point. I don't
there's-
have any problem with gay bars, gay people, any of that kind of
course
shit.
not.
Fantastic. But to take kids
course
there on a
not.
field trip and it's almost making a mockery of it. Like,
Yeah.
look at how fabulous it is to be gay. There's
Yeah.
a whole place where you can come and suck dick, right?
I don't know if they say that to them.
I wonder if
The thing is, nobody in this room has a problem with that community or gay people. We have gay friends
Sure.
and relatives. No one gives a shit. But the forced nature, I promise you, it's not like the general scholastic population got together and demanded a field trip. Like, we want to go to Greenfield Village this year. We want to go to Rosie's Bar and Grill, gay bar,
No.
local gay bar establishment in town. Like, no.
It's not like
So
going to
that's
Washington,
an agenda
D.C.,
thing.
you
Yeah,
know.
we're raising funds. We're selling candy
going to
bars.
Gatlinburg
Right.
for some history.
Right. Washington, D.C. is a great example
Yeah,
of a
that's
field
a-
trip where we're raising money all year to go to this thing, and we want to do it as a class and blah, 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 and get chaperones. No fucking elementary school kid ever
No.
is demanding to go on a field trip for a presentation at a gay bar. I'm sorry, it's kind of a theme, but I was talking about yesterday. Shit just feels wrong when you're just like, okay, I'm supposed to be on board with some shit, but this just doesn't feel right. And I got to think that parents I know wouldn't be thrilled with that
No.
move.
I'd lose my mind.
Yeah.
Like, just by the forced nature of it. Like, and at elementary school. You know, it just seems weird and young and out of line. That it's like they're giving them sex education almost in a way,
Right.
in elementary school before sex ed.
Yeah.
You know, teach their own, do your thing, but
I had
the forced nature of it, like you said, is horrific.
I've never done this as far as I know other times in my life. For real, it seems like it's only been one time. But I did have a sleepwalking situation when you mentioned D.C. We went out to D.C.
Oh, Jesus.
second, 8th grade, by the way, for keeping score at home.
Okay.
But
missed-
we're in D.C. and we rode like the bus thing. We ride the bus out there, yada yada. We're at the hotel room. I wake up the next morning knowing nothing. I walk down and just getting our breakfast in the big room where it's like breakfast buffet. People start fucking talking to me, laughing at me when I'm walking in. You know, that's normal anyway, so whatever. And shit. And they start talking under their breath about shit. I come to find out the night before, I went to bed at some point. I'm in a room with 3 people. We all had like, 3 guys in a room or whatever and stuff like that. I went to bed before the other people went to bed. Fell asleep early. I woke up, walked out of my room, walked into other rooms, and started like saw that other people were out and about or something, and I went back to my room and started yelling at the people in my room about like, why you didn't tell me everyone left already? I got like going on and on about how everyone was gone and I missed the Wings game or something like that. Why you were supposed to wake me up for the Wings game or some shit. And dude, no memory of it.
Yeah.
They told me the next day like they had a security guard in the hallway, kind of making sure guys and girls probably didn't go do shit and stuff whatnot. Dude, he had to like come to me and like direct me back in or some shit like that. None of it. I don't remember any of it.
That's
and
scary
I don't have
shit.
Yeah.
And I don't have a history of sleepwalking that I know of. Like
Well, yeah, you wouldn't have known of that one if they didn't tell you about
Right.
it. What the hell have you done that you don't know about?
Yeah, no kidding.
I've done
Holy
enough trips.
shit.
I've done enough trips with friends of like Vegas. Not like I've never ever had anyone tell me. As far as I know,
Were
it
you
was
drunk?
Fuck no.
Oh, second, 8th grade.
No. Sorry.
Fuck
Yeah,
no.
but
I mean,
Not
that's not
me.
beyond the realm.
he might have been 21.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I woke up the next day, seriously, no memory of it, and people just like describing this thing that had happened. I was like, okay,
That is
fucking
terrifying.
crazy, dude.
So does Rosie's have glory holes in the bathroom stalls? Yes or no? What do you think?
I don't think so,
No?
personally.
Do-
It looked
do,
too much like a regular established kind of place. I still find Glory Holes probably is more of a lower rent bar.
Fair enough.
Easy. Don't take such shots
Oh,
at glory holes.
jeez.
You never know.
Yeah.
They could have one there for historical purposes.
Potentially.
Like back in the day at bathhouses.
Just
there would
one.
be
You know,
glory
everybody
holes.
knows you don't go install number 4. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And would you ever patch up a glory hole? Is that sacrilege?
Oh.
If one was there, do you just leave it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Put the toilet paper dispenser over it.
Boy, that's a risk, isn't it? God, the thought of a
You just
glory hole
never
is
know.
horrifying.
You just never know.
What's on the other end of that? Is it a butt? Is it a mouth? Is it a guy? Is it not? What the fuck's on the other end?
I'm gonna go like 100 out of 100. It's a guy. just
No, I've seen
if I could-
I've seen some porn.
Yeah, that's porn. They
Yeah.
got paid for that.
Maybe.
Oh my god, and she was hot too? No way.
If it was, what do
Yeah,
you think?
lesbians are good looking. You know what I mean?
What would you think it is? A butt or a mouth on the other end of that?
mouth.
hole?
Probably starts out. Probably starts hand, goes mouth, and if all goes well, ends butt.
I mean, would he just sit there
I think
with,
you'd have
like
to have a
this at
pretty
the
big-
hole?
And is it all one sided, or do you like take turns? Like okay, flip.
I don't think
Is
there's
it a little
rules.
like a bell. They're like a clock.
By the way,
Switch.
I don't know how the holes. I feel like you'd have to have a pretty big dick to do butt through the hole. Because you got to remember, your balls are gonna be stopping on the other side of that wall. You got to go through.
Yeah, but it's
a few
only
inches.
like an inch.
I'm just
To
saying.
get what?
those-
To go? If you really spread and press.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're losing an inch probably.
I'm
max.
just saying. I do
bet
think you need to
could-
be a little more well endowed.
Does it
And
go
then you're
prolapse
talking
count for
what? Probably
anything?
3/4 plywood
No,
divider.
no. I'm thinking the metal stall.
Okay, ours
doors.
well maybe full inch on that.
Yeah.
So you're losing 2
3/4
inches.
of an inch.
What are we talking? E?
And
You can't handle that.
I'm just saying. I think that I think you guys are.
Have
pretty,
you tried?
No, I haven't. I
See?
just feel like you couldn't be certainly couldn't be a micro.
And I'm no glory hole expert, but maybe they're big enough that you can throw the bag on
Maybe
the other side of the wall
that's a
and get
wide
that
hole.
inch or back.
That's why I said I didn't know how the holes work. I don't know how. I've never seen one in the wild before. So I mean,
See,
I
would
wonder
be-
what is there a standard diameter for a glory hole?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
And what about the height? It's just a standard elevation for that too. Like, what if you're really short or like really tall? You know, squat. Like,
Yeah, you and I could not use the same.
the same
glory
glo-
hole.
no,
there's
no,
no,
no, no.
way. I mean, you and E could. Trav
Right.
and I could not use your glory hole
it'd be
without being
awkward.
on tiptoes.
I mean, I guess it's.
oh Jesus
Oh, see,
Christ!
that guy does have his bag through it.
So see, is there a standard? Oh, there's a check.
Don't share
I think.
this.
Yeah, I'm not sharing
Yeah, oh,
this.
this is
Jesus fucking Christ!
up there. I was like, oh,
Whoa,
I did not see that coming.
But look, see, look at this one. Don't you
is that
think
a
that's
Peroni's up there? Do we have a bent carrot tea?
Yeah. Oh Jesus
But
Christ!
see,
Bent carrot.
This one on the left, the girl's getting it. That does not look like a standard glory hole. That's like a porn.
That's my
style.
question. And why is there just a dude coming in his car, in a glory hole?
Get out of our
search?
glory
'Cause
hole
Google.
conversation. Jesus,
Come on,
Christ.
Google, get it together. You should have ducked.
See that chick's going full cheeks up against the hole.
See, there you go. That's
That's-
an inch maybe that you're going to lose there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pressed tight against there.
Look
I'm
at that
just
guy
saying.
just sitting there like he's looking for change out of a vending
Is that
machine.
is that a map of where there's one at?
Yeah.
Most picturesque glory hole. I've been to a lot of glory holes, and that was the most picturesque glory
Well, if
hole I've
people are
ever been
looking
to.
at 13
5 stars would come again.
Highway 80. I don't know where this is.
I know.
Oh.
Highway 80 and 13.
Yeah.
I wish I could see what that city name
Take
was.
131 down to 53 and shoot over to 80, and it's
Yeah,
right
the 80.
there.
That looks like an Ohio thing. That'd be my guess. Not the
You think so? Does
the
the
Ohio
80
have
90. Is
glory
that the turnpike over there?
Right, right. Yeah.
One of them truck stops.
holes? Yeah, there's lakes over there.
There's like
Yeah, I'd like to see what their construction of their glory hole is like to see if it's if
yeah,
it
and I'm-
truly lives
I'm-
up that.
I'm really
'Cause that
trying
would
to
be really
figure-
disappointing, Troy,
See,
if they said it was the best
bottom
ever.
middle.
One second.
That looks oh god damn it. E.
No, it's just a little more clear.
Oh,
image.
it's
I wanna-
Michigan-Indiana border. Next
I
time you're
told
going to
you.
your mom's
Oh.
house, Troy.
Oh, that is the 80 90. I told
Yeah,
you it's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
turnpike.
yeah.
I just
Sure,
figured
I
it was
am too.
Ohio.
Next time you
There
go
you go.
visit your mom,
Yeah, where
stop there. It's right at the Michigan-Indiana
131
border.
and okay.
I'm trying
Okay.
to stay out of this, but he's going on this venture. He could.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could swing by there, E.
I mean, that's Indiana. That's got to be like your first stop.
Do you know where Stone
Hold
Lake
that-
is? Are you
hold,
familiar
yeah.
with Stone Lake or Brokesha Lake?
I mean, I'm not.
I'm not, but
Because they're not far.
No.
Go spend the day at the lake and then
Vistula.
hit the most picturesque glory hole in the nation.
Vistula looks like the town right there. Is that right?
Vistula?
Yeah, sounds a lot like
Yeah.
Fistula.
Vistula?
Fistula, yeah.
All right, road trip.
I wish we could get some images. I'd love to see what's declared like the fanciest glory hole in
That's
America.
the most picturesque. I wonder
Most
what
picturesque, yeah.
Here,
the
for an example,
classifications
here-
are.
So here's Vistula, I guess. Where is it?
Most satisfying, most ergonomic.
Oh, there we go.
What,
Or softest if it's got fur around the hole.
CA. There's a lot of things you
kinda
could
get in
probably
there.
do to really.
So just FYI, so here's the stool. So I'm going to back
Okay,
up.
zoom
so
out,
that's kind of
zoom
where
out.
it is.
All right. Elkhart.
So it's kind of by South Bend, a little east of South Bend.
How ironic.
East of South Bend, north of south of Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not.
Oh, I know the 131. Yeah,
I was
you
going
go
to say, I
Kalamazoo,
would think
you go
that's
down
right
the
in your
131.
wheelhouse over there, E.
Yeah, the
That's not too far
131.
from you.
Go down,
Road trip.
right. If you were going to South Bend, that's probably what you would take.
Yeah.
Make a quick stop before an Irish game.
How much
how do
would
you-
it cost, Eve? If we gave you gas money, would you go check it out and take some pictures?
Yeah, I would, but I mean, like,
How do you get the glory hole in the first place? Does somebody go in there with like a drill and a hole saw and just like?
Yeah,
It's not very subtle.
It's gotta be.
Or is it something like a prison where it's like filed down over time, years into
Yeah.
into making?
I'm kind of bummed. Like, look at if you think about this, in a way, I'm a little bummed because this is right below the. I mean, if it's this close, this came up in Google for glory holes,
Yeah.
rest stops. It'd be nice if it was a few hundred, yard or a few hundred, maybe about 50 miles north, and we had it in Michigan at least.
Oh, yeah. Want some pride in glory hole?
Yeah, why
Hey,
not?
We'll look up best glory hole in Michigan.
Nothing's
See what we
preventing you
got.
from making it. E. You
No.
could make the most picturesque.
Yeah.
Go there, do some recon.
Yeah, but
And
now
if
they
this
already got
could just be a mural painted on the door.
They already got
oh
a
my God.
history. I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Like when the new coach comes in and gets the program reset, I'm gonna have to do new recruiting and whatnot.
Yeah,
and-
you're building a better mousetrap. You could do this.
What what if there's two tops that go in there? Like you gotta hurry up and get your dick in there first before somebody else does? Or is there somebody just wet like?
By the way, nothing wrong with going back to these glory hole pics, huh?
Jesus Christ. They are.
There's
dude.
definitely a variation in diameter.
This dude's.
We'll go with that.
I mean, he's going butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at this one,
Oh,
dude. These are.
God, what an animal.
See, that's not even. That
guy's to
doesn't
the-
qualify
is
as
that
a
guy
glory
eating
hole.
an ass? What
I
is
think
he
so.
doing?
That's like a 12-inch diameter hole.
Oh,
I don't
look at
think
that guy up top.
qualifies.
The white guy's just killing that black guy with size. Look at that.
This one or this one?
No, up.
This one?
Truck stop glory hole to the right. One to
Oh, in
the
the
right.
middle, top middle
Oh,
Look at that size difference. That's
there. Oh,
just.
holy cow! That's the biggest white dick I ever saw. Fucking hell! Good for him.
Yeah. Who are these animals just pulling their dicks out everywhere?
Yeah, you're really rolling the dice on that. You don't know what the tooth situation is, what the hygiene situation
what my
on the other
fear
side.
is?
And I can't imagine just not caring.
I feel like I'd plug in and it could be a trap. It could be a guillotine on the other side.
for
of that
sure.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it's just a mouth. Here I am. And then funk.
Yeah.
dude, think about this. Like when I went out to Jerry the first time, dude, I honestly
Porky's.
thought back then, dude, like you're talking just random truck stops. That was a place who had technically had a website and a voicemail and stuff. And I was still kind of like, dude, am I going to walk in there and it's a deal? They fool people all over the country, go over there and they just have a sack of doorknobs or some shit and they knock you over and rob you. So like, you know what I mean? So then that wasn't even these things. You're just talking about a fucking truck stop on 69 or some
Yeah.
shit or whatever.
You should call Jerry and ask him. I guarantee.
I've talked to him about Glory Holes
He's a
before.
veteran. I guarantee.
He said
it.
he's done it. I'm almost certain.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's done everything.
I would imagine. I had a truck stop incident once.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, not like an encounter.
Did
but
a dick come
it was
through
not-
the door when you were
No,
taking a shit?
it was not a. There was no glory hole.
Okay.
all right? This is college. I was. You know what it was? It was coming back from Western, I think, and Serena, Deusty's old Serena,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
was coming back with me. We shouldn't have fucking left. We partied all night, and then she had to come back for something or whatever it was. So we drove 2 separate cars back. She was following me. And I tried like fucking hell to make it, right? I had to piss so bad. I made it all the way to Novi. There used to be a rest stop in Novi, right?
Where the show center or town thing
yep,
is or
right
whatever.
there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I made it all the way there. And I mean, I'm like 15 minutes from home, and I fucking just can't make it anymore.
Yeah.
So I just whip into the truck. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna piss, go to the truck stop and go. It's probably 2, 3 in the morning at this point, something like that. So I get out, I run
when
in.
was it? When would this have been? Early 90s?
It would have been early
It's a
mid 90s.
rough time because even Novi wouldn't have been. I mean, that would have been okay, but still, that truck stop. I always remember that rest stop seeming pretty sketchy.
Sure, I'm sure it was. It wasn't my first option.
Yeah.
But so I go in and it's empty. There's the weird, creepy cars like parked off at the end. Like
Right.
I pull up in front. She pulls up next to me. So like, wow, I'm like, I got pissed. I'll be right back. They go inside. Nobody there. Wall of urinals. I walk up, and I've been holding it for an hour. I have a 3-minute piss. Right.
Sure.
Just start letting it go. And then I hear click. Stall door opens, right? No flush.
Oh, boy.
No nothing.
Oh, boy.
Stall door opens.
Yeah.
Still just pissing, eyes front. Just
Nothing to
going.
see here, just-
Oh, yeah, just pissing. And I hear it walk up and get not right next to me, but 2 stalls over. Urinals over, I mean.
One in
Got,
between.
yeah, one in between.
Why would he need to go to a urinal? He was just in a stall.
I know. So I'm just sitting there pissing, and I mean, I can't piss fast enough. I am fire hosing this thing out, right?
Yeah, you're
I
chipping
feel it. He
porcelain.
walks, and it goes, and he just stands there. And I'm not looking, but I have good peripheral vision. I understand what the fuck is going on. And he's just standing there. He's just standing there. He's not pissing. And I finally stop, and I look over, and he's just staring at my dick. Right? He's not even looking at me.
Does he have his out?
I
or
look
no?
out.
I mean,
It was not out.
Okay.
No, it was not out. And I look over at him, and he's just staring at my dick, and he realizes that I looked at him, and he looks up at me. He's got a baseball hat on, this little dirty-looking fucker.
Right.
Looks at me, kind of gives me the little, like, eyebrow raise, takes his hat, and spins it fucking backwards.
Which must be a sign.
Like he's ready
Right,
to go
like,
in.
like I'm gonna
Like,
go.
I can go to
yeah,
the base.
right.
without
I
my
can't.
bill.
Yeah, if I'm gonna turn this
Yeah,
around,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I can go all the way down.
Yeah, the bill of my hat won't hit your belly.
Yeah.
I can go to the base.
Yep. Did
Did you let him?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I fucking was about halfway through with my piss at that point.
I was gonna say, did you just walk out and just start pissing on yourself? and
No, I turned and pissed on him.
Oh, really?
I 100% just turned and started pissing on him. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck, dude? Holy, what the fuck, man?" And he took off and ran outside because
Right.
I literally just pissed all over
would've
this
think he
fucking guy.
would've dug it.
I literally turned around and kept pissing because I still had about a minute worth of piss left.
Yeah.
And then I got done and walked outside. And by the time I walked outside, I was laughing my dick off, right? Yeah. I mean, I come walking out of there. I'm expecting to see this guy. I don't even know where the hell he went. He took off, And I come out there, and I'm fucking rolling laughing. She's like, "What?" I was like,
Later.
"Never mind. Let's go." I haven't told that story very often, but that actually happened. But I
about this, like
100% just turned and just pissed on the guy.
That's awesome.
So that
But I'll
dude-
never forget that fucking move with turning the hat backwards.
must be a move.
And just like look back down at the dick like, I want me some of that.
Anyone in our gay community listening right now,
Is that
send
a
us
move?
Send us an email.
Is that a
I
standard
bet that's-
procedure?
That
SOP?
would not surprise me at all if that was a sort of
Troy,
a
that
gangster
dude
move.
was sitting at the Novi
Yeah,
rest stop,
just waiting for a
just
dick.
in the stall.
I wonder how
waiting
many
for-
dicks he had that night. I mean, if he's just sitting there just taking
Right,
them one
was
after
there
another.
others?
It's a
Were-
ballsy proposition,
Yeah.
man. Because you could have, while it was, you soaked him a little bit,
Yeah.
but you could have beat his ass
I-
too.
yeah,
But you know,
100%.
Especially
that-
in that time period.
Yep,
It would
100%.
not have been out of the realm of possibility to get your ass kicked.
But
for something
back
like
then,
that.
am I wrong? Like, I even remember, even when I was a kid, I remember still, like now, dude, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, they keep the Michigan truck stop or the rest stops very well clean. They're lit and whatnot. But I remember back then, it seemed like it was almost like just going to one at that point was kind of, like there was a certain time you just didn't go anymore.
Yeah, well, I
And
think
when you
they
did, that
had
was
gotten the
kinda-
reputation for being the,
Right. Yeah. So I wonder,
the
like,
gay hangouts.
when Mike's saying like it's a big proposition, I mean, I think there was probably a. Which, by the way, dude, back then, I mean, man, if I was gay and shit, like, dude, how nice would that have been on my end, who never gets laid? Like, instead of having to go to the bar and spend money and try to talk to girls, if I could have just gone to a fucking rest stop and kind of just sat there and
Sure, just let some guy just fucking
eventually
tug
someone
you
comes
off.
in and just be like,
Sure,
okay,
clean you up after.
yeah, go
Nice.
time, baby.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
nice,
they didn't
go
have
home.
Rosie's gay bars to go to back then. What's the guy supposed to do?
They did, but they were more seedy.
Sure.
What
was the one? Menjo's, right? That was the
Menjo's.
one downtown forever. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's still a thing or not, but
Yeah.
historically.
But that is violent in its own way or inappropriate. Like if you would have punched that guy, it wouldn't have been because he was a gay guy. It would have been because of the behavior. Like if you walked into a woman's bathroom and she's sitting on the toilet taking a piss or whatever, and you just walked in, opened the door, and just started staring at her cunt.
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't be appropriate either. You'd expect to get kicked in the nuts for that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So not to say that you should have punched the guy or
No, I
you
didn't.
were wrong to piss on him. I would have too. I think a lot of people would. Whether it was a same sex or opposite sex.
Yeah, I had limited
Totally
options at that
inappropriate.
point. I was fucking full on.
Man, you were loaded.
Fire
You were
hosing.
firing.
Oh god, that
Yeah,
was
you
that
were
was
ready.
literally probably one of my longest pisses ever.
Yeah.
And I never broke stride. I literally just turned 90 degrees, fucking got him from the waist down a couple of times.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah,
I could
he had shorts
totally
too, so I
picture
got
you
some
doing
bare
it.
skin onto
Ooh.
that. Yeah,
Hairy legs.
I fucking don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't pay
Short
that close of
shorts?
attention.
Yeah.
I think they were cargo shorts, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say you won.
I definitely won.
Taught him a lesson.
Yeah,
Maybe
I bet
doubt
he
he
was
learned.
back the next day.
Yeah, probably. He's probably still there.
Right,
If the bathroom.
but that
was still
door, that fucking stall door opening with no flush. I was like, oh fuck.
That is,
Because I'd been there long enough that I
Right,
would have
right.
heard like some, the toilet
When you
paper,
have those-
thing rolling, getting the toilet paper out, the shuffling of the
Flush.
feet, the something.
when you
The
have
belt
those
buckle.
moments in your life, like just weird moments that when it's late at night or weird things like that, dude, it's just something you'll never forget. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but just one, I was camping with some friend one time, way off I-75 at some shithole place, and we have a situation where we thought someone rolled up on our site at like 3 a.m. Long story short, but it's just like things like that creaking. I bet you can picture
Oh,
it now
yeah.
like it was yesterday.
When you pee on a guy, you never forget that.
Yeah.
Right.
That one's ingrained in the memory.
I'm usually the one getting peed on, so.
Fair.
This is our last show for the week. We'll be back on Monday, I believe, if you guys are available. Which is that Halloween?
No, Sunday. is
Sunday.
Halloween.
Sunday's Halloween.
Yep.
Troy used to throw the best Halloween parties.
Epic. Yeah, for
Yeah, when
years.
we were-
20 years in a row.
Yeah. He would go. My favorite was beer mug on a table. When
that's a good one.
Troy had this fucking table.
Yeah.
That he wore around his head, and then he had a beer mug mask, and then he glued like salt and pepper shaker on there.
The red, white checker table, cloth, all of
Tablecloth.
it.
It was
Ashtray.
great. Ashtray. Yeah. But pain in the ass to move. I'll be honest, it wasn't great for getting through doors.
No.
I remember that
Yeah.
being a problem.
Yep. I learned the tilt. Luckily, that was the outside party. That was we had out in the
the
bonfire
woods.
and stuff.
Was that the night I burned my
Your hand, yeah, absolutely. We left Dano out there because he was in all black. He was like Batman or fucking something. He passed out. We looked for him all over, but he was in all black, passed out in the weeds. Like, oh,
Not in
fuck him, I can't
blackface.
find him.
Not in blackface.
No.
For the record. Haven't gone trick or treating in a while. Candy game is still strong. I don't know. I was looking today, and Twix has a new Halloween ad.
Okay.
So it features a cross-dressing child. This is where it feels like you're trying too hard. You're pressing too hard. Do you have the commercial, E? A young boy, he's in a princess dress. Yeah. So I don't know where this airs. And I just don't know what this really has to do with candy or Halloween or if it's just an agenda. We're just pushing an agenda on children. We're trying to capture children.
It's a race to be the most woke.
It's a 2-minute ad.
Holy shit. Yeah, where's this play?
Hi. I'm your new nanny.
I don't need a nanny.
Well, your parents seem to think you do.
What's your favorite color?
Black.
Ours are black.
Oh, charcoal?
Why are you all dressed up? It's not Halloween yet.
Oh, boy. No.
Can I help you?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Do you want to find out?
Oh, she's bad.
You buckled?
I'm still wearing my princess dress.
Do you want to wear
Sure
it?
you are, son. This is a Halloween candy commercial, by the way.
you! Princess!
It's like a fucking
You
Hallmark
look like
movie.
a girl. Why are you wearing that?
Dressing like this makes me feel good.
Is
Does
that
it?
your nanny? She looks weird. You look weird. Your nanny looks weird. You guys are both weird.
No,
He's
we're
not
just
wrong.
different.
Boys don't wear dresses.
Is he wearing a cape, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, just shut the fuck up.
Wow! Where is it coming from? What's happening?
Probably that evil witch you're with.
Oh!
We should go.
Will he come back?
Yeah. Probably. Come on.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything? And wait,
Sure.
didn't they say it's not Halloween? Didn't they go, why are you dressed up? It's not Halloween?
It wasn't Halloween yet. It was a Halloween season. But the point was, he's not dressing like that just for Halloween.
Yeah.
He's dressing like that because that's how he's comfortable.
Why'd the kid wear a fucking cape?
Well, I think that was a couple days later, maybe.
They got in the car and went to the park. Like right then, he was still wearing his princess dress.
I didn't direct this ad.
Clearly.
I don't know, but
At least make it make sense. If you're going to do it, have a fucking point. Okay, so there's a witch.
I don't know. It just this is just being forced on everybody at every fucking turn.
Is anybody going to run out and buy Twix?
No.
Are they only going to sell left Twix now? Do I get a JPE for that?
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Pew,
you
pew.
get a JP.
I was I'm not going to get into the amount of messages I received over my pew pew remark, but whatever.
Oh, really? Did you get some?
Oh, hell yeah.
I got
That
some
was
good
great.
response out of my pew pew.
Yeah, I did see some love coming to you for the pew pew. No, we've seen this before with this this push for this trans propaganda going on. Dove, or we watched it. Maybe I think we did in 2019. Gillette
Yeah, they all run together.
featured a dad teaching his daughter, who believes she's a boy, how to shave her face. Did you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
How old was she?
Old enough that dad had to teach her how to shave.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. 2 years before Dove unveiled the new campaign titled Real Moms, in which a man is numbered among the mothers. The text of the ad says, "Moms are redefining what it means to be a good mom." The camera then cuts to a male to female trans person standing with a woman. He says of their son, "We are both his biological parents." You get people that are like, "What do you mean? You're the mom?" We're like, "Yep, we're both the moms." Are you?
Who cares?
Did you see what's his name crashed wedding? Tom Hanks loves doing this.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's it's pretty cool. Man.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is the best, but he was on the beach. I don't know, probably somewhere in Malibu or somewhere like that. Is my guess, because that's where he lives. But there was some woman, and she's in her tux and her dress, whatever. And he's like, "Oh man, what a great day! This is awesome." He's taking pictures with the guests, and he's like, "Where's the groom?" And they're like, "Ooh, it's a lesbian wedding." So he had little foot and mouth action with Tom Hanks as he asked where the groom was at a lesbian wedding.
Well, is that can you?
It
not
should have been a
still
tip-off. I think
can
she
you
was wearing a
still-
tux.
Yeah, can you not be the groom? I mean, there's still roles, right? I mean, does a groom have to be the man?
Yeah, I think that's what the definition.
Are they
of
both
groom
wearing a
is.
dress? You're wearing a fucking tux. You're the fucking groom. If you want to be
Okay.
the bride, wear a dress.
I think we'll pull it up. See if you can find it. Tom Hanks.
If you're both wearing a dress, you can both be the bride.
Tom
if
Hanks
one of them
wears
wants to
the
wear a
groom.
tux, you're the fucking groom. I don't care if you got a dick or not.
Do they do that? Do they go tux dress usually, or is it usually like two dresses?
Whatever
they do.
Whatever it is. If they could both be tuxes, they could both be dresses. But if you're gonna wear a tux, you're gonna be the groom.
Okay, here he is. Let's see if he fucked this up. If he should have known.
Could we take a photograph? Is the bride, is the groom around? Oh, get out! Oh, man, my stock just exploded.
Can we have a picture?
He played it off well.
Sure.
Is the groom here? So he essentially asked the groom if the groom's here.
Right.
Because that chick is the groom, right?
What would you're wearing a suit and tie? What would you like to be called? And that's a legitimate question. What would you like to be called in this situation?
That's probably the groom.
But he said that to her.
Yeah.
It's hard. This is tough.
I get it.
This is tough, man.
But-
it's hard to
but-
get through this. I don't know.
She'd
what
just
she's
be like,
supposed to do.
I am. Yeah, I'm the groom.
Or do they consider themselves the bride too?
I don't think so.
Dressed in the.
Like I said, you can be if you want, but I think you're going to go dress if you go
fuck's
bride.
sakes.
And it could be butch, whatever, however you do it.
It looks Butch Bride.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, this one does. I don't know the rules.
I don't either. But that other one, like, these try really hard to look like men and then get mad when you call them a man.
Yeah.
That should be a compliment. Isn't that what you're fucking going for with that haircut and those cargo shorts? Come on.
But he said it to her in the talks.
Yes, I can see the awkwardness of that.
Like, he said, where's the groom? Like, obviously you're a lady wearing a fucking bow tie and a man's suit.
She could have been
where's
doing the service.
Groom?
She could have been the pastor. Could have been pulling the E-roll.
Yeah, but it was basically telling her to her face, you ain't pulling off groom, honey.
Yeah.
I still know what's going on under there. You're not the groom.
Could be.
You can dress up for it all you want, but no. Tom Hanks, the wokest person on earth,
He's a
didn't fucking get
traditionalist.
it. Yeah.
He got it, but it's, still everybody's still getting used to it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not like he was like, get out of here. You're not
outta
the,
here.
come on.
Fuck
Stop
outta
fucking with me. Where's the dude?
Dude, I started in Bosom Buddies. You ain't passing this shit off on me. Stop it. Let's go, Brandon.
Well,
Let's go, Brandon. Did you see 4 of the top 10 songs on iTunes are currently right now titled Let's Go, Brandon.
didn't they get pulled? Or YouTube?
yeah.
YouTube pulled it all?
Let's Go, Brandon. Number 1, featuring Tyson James and Chandler Crump by Bryson Gray. The number 2 spot is Let's Go, Brandon, extended version by Los Alexander. The 2 songs have knocked out Easy on Me by Adele.
That is fantastic.
In the number 4 spot, another version of Alexander's song, and a third version, Let's Go, Brandon,
The remix.
by God's Child, holds down the number 7 spot.
I think there's some traction there. Just
oh, my
saying.
God, yeah. Do we have the number 1 song in the country on iTunes right
Can we
now?
play it? I can honestly say that I have not heard it.
No.
Can I do one of those reaction videos?
Right.
So he's got a Trump make music great again.
Okay.
Please say it's a black guy. Yeah.
You know what they're saying, though.
Get to it.
I was going to say, you're going to rap or no?
Don't nobody want this commie cause we not in China. Everybody hated Trump and now they out to catch a body. That's what they get for treating us like we in Squid Games. Green light, mandate, like he's insane. These times people waking up to everything. Go Brandon, but we all know what the saying mean. Let's go Brandon. Let's go Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go Brandon.
You know what they saying though is a great. That's a good. That's a good.
You know what they say?
Good hook.
Yeah,
man, for
yeah,
sure.
it is. It is.
It's got a good beat.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I actually heard. I heard this. This is gonna make.
So
me
wait,
sound like,
how is this? I thought this got pulled from YouTube.
I'm not.
There's multiple
Okay.
versions
Yeah.
because I had heard that too, Troy. That it got yanked.
Yeah. For
From
spreading
YouTube-
spreading disinformation.
misinformation. Yeah,
I believe
hate
this
and
is a dude,
misinformation.
and I know this is what's making me sound like. So all these people that think I'm a fucking liberal, I listen to Glenn Beck in the mornings a lot of times, and this motherfucker.
It's
I
like
heard,
saying, "Oh, I have a black friend."
Right. This dude was on there talking to him, and he's like,
This guy, the rapper was.
yeah, and I guess he was saying, there's other versions of like people were doing songs, and I guess he had his pastor that he goes, he's like, hey, you should do it, you rap, you should make one. He's like, I don't know, and then I guess as went a little more, and there's like some of those are more vulgar, and his pastor was like, but I want something that my kids could listen to, but still have the message, and so he's like, well, I'll make one, and so it doesn't. It's
Well, this is
like
the cleaner version of it.
cleaner version, I guess.
This is
Can
the,
you
this is
find
the
other
church
versions,
version of
I don't know if
Let's
this is.
Go
I don't know
Brandon?
what. I don't know what.
No,
what
I've seen other
he pulled
versions.
up.
Just do Let's Go Brandon song. See what else pops up.
So I'm not sure if that's the guy or not, but that was the guy. I thought it was. I thought that was the dude that I was hearing the other day.
That's Loza Alexander. That's featuring blah 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 blah. Bryson Gray.
4
Bryson
million
Gray is
views.
the one today. That's number 1. This one's up there too. But this one's a
2
few
weeks
days old.
old. It's got 4 million views.
Yeah. There's
Number one song in the nation.
Newer
I mean,
ones.
I just
Topher. That's the same one. That's the extended
Bryson
version.
Gray, that one. Luke 22:36. All black right there. Down.
Oh,
There you go.
That looks too.
Let's go, Brandon. I keep a drum like I'm Nick Cannon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Pandemic ain't real, they just planted. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. When you ask questions, they start banning. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. I keep a drum like I'm Nick Cannon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Pandemic ain't real, they just planted. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. You ask questions, they start banning. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, hey. Biden said the jab stopped the spread, it was lies. I remember how you wrote, but you haven't opened your eyes. These politicians are demons just in disguise. Look at Kyrie Irving and Nicki Minaj. Look at Australia, that's what's coming next if we don't stand up. Stop complying with them, taking our rights, it's time to man up. Republicans voting for red back laws, that's just what I can't trust. If you ask questions about the facts, then they gonna ban us. Hey, this is about control, everybody knows, everyone complies. We're the kinds of pros, I don't need a plane, I just hit the road, I do what I want. I can't sell my soul, market about to crash, this is what you chose. Ruining the country, I've been that's the goal. You gon' take the mark, I take narrow roads, I'm a man of God, I can never fold. Brandon, I keep the drum like I'm Nick Cannon.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Which one do you like better?
That one was more harder for sure, and a lot more.
It's got an AK in it or something. One of those guns.
And
not
well,
an
even
AK.
just the lyrics and the message. I did like the other one. I mean, to me, it was a
got a
little
good
more
hook.
fun.
I like
and
that.
yeah, we know what you're saying. It's a good hook for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for the first one myself.
Yeah, dude. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah.
There's another one I saw. Looked like it was in Arizona, maybe. There's a lot of Trump support out there, even though he lost it. But with just shit tons of like Trump flags and fuck Joe Biden shirts, and there's like a whole like 50 people around the rappers, and they're walking down the street rapping about "Let's go, Brandon."
They're shooting a video, yeah.
Yeah,
They're doing it?
shooting a video for it. It's well done enough for people, you know.
They were probably a plant.
Maybe.
I think they might have been paid actors.
I wonder how much Joe Biden is aware of "Let's go, Brandon."
Oh, he
I wonder
knows.
how much he's aware of anything. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
Like,
that's a
dude,
good point.
I mean, let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
Fuck. Does he know what he did yesterday? Like,
Well, remember,
I'm not
let's
sure what
start
this
with this.
Brandon did, but I'd like to congratulate him. It sounds like he's doing a really great job.
right.
what was it a week or two ago? He came to Michigan, and there were like 500 people standing outside,
I'm not sure.
holding signs and chanting "Let's go, Brandon" and stuff to him.
I didn't know.
And he got kind of pissy about it.
Oh, he's got an anger issue.
Was that like
Yeah, oh,
Hey,
yeah.
fatso.
He says, "Hey, fat." He didn't call him fatso.
Oh, right.
Fat.
Do you remember them trying to spin that to say, "Oh,
Pull
no,
it up.
he was
Pull
not
it up. I
about this."
love that. Listen here, fat. Yeah, every time he got into a pinch, he'd challenge someone to a push-up contest. Listen here, fat.
Let's go, Jack.
So people in Michigan were holding up signs that said "fuck Joe Biden" and "stop the spending." He said, notwithstanding some of the signs I saw coming in, that's why 81 million Americans voted. Does this motherfucker really think people voted for him?
Yeah. Well,
He does.
some people did.
They voted for
Nobody
him.
did. Nobody voted for Joe Biden.
No.
Nobody?
Nobody. His wife didn't vote for Joe Biden.
They checked his name.
Yeah.
They checked his name.
I know, I'm kidding.
No,
They voted
yeah.
against Donald Trump. That's simple. That's not even up for debate. I don't think anybody voted for Joe Biden. Nobody. He didn't have a plan. He didn't debate. He didn't leave his fucking house. There's no way you didn't even know what he was talking about.
He was like 8th going into that thing, and all of a sudden, when they went to Iowa or whatever, so all of a sudden he was, hey, I'm the leader. Look at me. I'm in first place. Here we go.
Yeah.
And everybody just started fucking bowing out.
News to him, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the
They
back.
just started dropping out. Ah,
Sure.
shit. Here
This
comes
is-
Sleepy Joe.
This is 3 minutes of it, but we'll see. So if I have to, I think fat. And dude, this guy was a supporter, very
Yeah,
clearly a
says
supporter.
it,
This
yeah.
is not a
Yeah,
dude.
he's at a town hall for Joe Biden.
And he's telling him, and it's not even, you can tell he's not like some dude trying to start. You can tell, like, this is a dude who wants him. He just has a few questions about his possible future to lead the free world.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got two problems with you.
He looks so much more cognizant there.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah, he does
2 years
look
ago,
a
whatever
little
that is. Not even.
I'm 82, and I know damn well I don't have the mental faculties I did when I was 30 years old. All right, the other three,
Forget that. I'll answer.
I have a question I want you to answer. We all know Trump
Look at him.
has been messing around in Ukraine over there, holding their
Ooh, Ukraine.
Look at that face right there.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, it's getting steaming, dude.
We know all of that. And he's no backbone for that. But
This guy doesn't know how to talk to the mic.
He's nervous.
Well, he's not talking to the mic. He's talking to him, face to face, man to man.
Look at him steaming, dude.
Yeah.
He is pissed.
In order to get access to the public, to the president. So
What is he getting?
you're selling access to the president just like he did. So you've got
Look at your jacket.
Liar, man. That's not true. And no one has ever said that? No one has proved that?
I see it on the TV.
You see it on the TV. No, I know you do. And by the way, that's why I'm not sedentary. I get up and no, let him go.
Whoa.
Let him go. Look, the reason
By the way, he goes, I'm not sedentary. Says the person who ended up running his entire campaign out of his basement.
Yeah, right.
It was COVID, man.
I've been around a long time and I know more than most people know. And I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape on it, let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. Let's take an IQ test.
Let's take an IQ test.
Number two. No one has said my son has done anything wrong, and I did not on any occasion. And no one has ever said it. Not
I didn't
one.
say you were doing anything wrong.
You said I set up my son to work in an oil company.
Yeah, you did.
Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack.
Big guy.
Come on. Here we go.
Here on MSNBC.
Fat so. Come on.
You don't hear that in MSNBC. You did not hear that at all. What you heard, look, okay, I'm not going to get in an argument with you, man.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, yeah, you do, but look, Fat, look, here's the deal.
Look, Fat.
Let me just go over it.
You don't hear that in MSNBC.
No, MSNBC would never report that.
What you heard, look, okay, I'm not going to get in an argument with you, man. Well, yeah, you do, but look, Fat, look, here's the deal.
Every time.
The spin on that. I just
Look
remember.
fat.
I can
Look
remember
fat.
to this day the spin on that dude. They're just like, well, he was trying to say or
So the
what.
facts are,
I don't know if we ever cleared that up. He was going to say, "Look, Fatso,"
Absolutely.
and he stopped himself at fat.
Yeah.
he
He wouldn't be able to
out.
stop himself now. He wouldn't even
No.
know. He would have just.
No.
They don't. Well, he doesn't talk off the cuff.
Yeah.
don't let him
No,
take
they don't let
questions.
him. No. His answered a question in 100 and some days.
Not that was not. That was
Imagine going your
predetermined off of-
entire
Oh my
fucking
God.
presidency.
It's hilarious.
4
We're
years.
we're pissing so many people off. Right now,
Oh,
but
whatever.
I'm sorry.
Listen,
It's
if you
just
think he's not
hilarious.
senile, then you're
It's
fucking
just
kidding yourself.
Hilarious. I'm sorry.
I don't even laugh at it when you say pissing people off like that, dude. You should be able to laugh at this no matter
Right,
what. That's the
exactly.
thing. I'm
That's
not even.
it.
This isn't politics.
No.
The dude doesn't fucking know where he is.
Do you think? Do you have any idea how hard it was not to be on the air when he fell up the stairs 3 times? Do you have any idea how hard that was for me?
Right.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Let us
the
have
stairs.
this.
Up
Okay?
the stairs.
Up the stairs 3 times. It's the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know, dude. To me, honestly, the not even the gaps, like the few times that he's just literally lost his place,
Yeah.
middle of a sentence, and
Total.
he just starts staring, and goes,
What am I doing?
Terrible.
What am I doing here?
Whoa.
It's just terrifying that that's the leader of the free world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
It's
I don't
not,
care
though.
what
It's
fucking
not.
letters next to his
Obama.
name.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Obama's
but
running
that's,
Yeah, Obama's running this country. Let's be clear.
Very true.
He's not. They just stuff that asshole in a closet, drag him out when they need.
I wonder
to for a
what. Seriously, you know
photo
what's funny? At his
he
point,
doesn't
at
have
this-
time. He's doing podcasts with Bruce Springsteen, writing books.
Obama, yeah.
At this
Hugely
point-
successful. That podcast has as many listens as our podcast does. Yeah. That's how successful the Obama
Sure.
Springsteen podcast
I actually
is.
wonder, dude, for real. Like, if at this point, like, if you were to see Biden, you know, after hours, my God, after hours are like 3 p.m. We don't see him ever, actually. But I mean,
The early bird special.
But right, but I'm not even making fun of that. Like, we don't see him.
Yeah.
But I'll give him some, you know,
Hasn't earned it.
yeah,
Go
till
ahead.
5. Let's say till 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., what is that dude doing if he's not passed out already?
Eating soup.
Soup, pudding, tapioca,
His favorite
lemon rice soup.
Oh, yeah. Sucking on an ice cream cone.
Man, these do another story. and
Wonder if he
then
gets
we'll,
brain freeze.
we'll wrap it
freeze.
up. He doesn't
How
have a
could he
brain.
tell?
Yeah, he have a brain to get brain freeze.
Right.
I think you have the necessary equipment.
these mask mandates on planes are so annoying. It's really the only way the federal government so far, unless they do these mandates and try to push this through, which will end up in the Supreme Court at some point, but is they can take the airlines and just go, it's government, oversight, and so they can mandate there. And so they love. I don't know if you've been on a plane, Troy. You probably haven't since the pandemic.
Not since a mask,
dude.
I got it coming back from Arizona.
Brutal,
like
man.
Week before.
When I went out to California a few months ago, I was lucky enough that the seat was Delta and it was like Delta Plus or whatever. Ooh. So I took a picture later and I was like, COVID hack. You don't have to put your mask on if you don't stop drinking. So I just kept ordering drinks.
Dude, I did the same fucking thing when I flew back from California.
Just keep eating and drinking.
Just every time she walked by, it was like, sweetheart, another one, bring it. Because you're absolutely right. It's a great COVID hack. It was like, I'd have my mask on, but I'm drinking still.
I will tell you this, and I was, we talked about me with this shit, but so I was, into the mask. I didn't care. I didn't mind wearing them, whatever. The Piston game I went to one time with my dad was the only time I got legit, like, dude, they only had like 300 people in the whole fucking building, and it's me and my dad. There's no one even sitting in our row and this and that. And I did have a beer, but I had set it down for a second, and then the guy comes up, mask. I'm like, I'm drinking. He goes like, yeah, unless you're drinking, you need. I'm like, dude,
relax.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm for it. It's like, dude, I get it. Yeah. I wear my mask. Honestly, I do, but dude.
Pump the brakes.
That's what they want you to do on the
Paul Blart.
On the airlines though, they've like when I first started flying, like when I came home last November, they were like, mask on unless you're eating or drinking. And so it was like, I'm still eating. Mask on my fucking head, mask on the ground, whatever. It was like, I still got 2 peanuts and a grape left. That's going to take me about 20 minutes. And then I'll get that mask right back on. They're like, okay, what are we going to do? He's still eating and nursing. He's chewing his ice cubes now. Like, stretch that as long as you can. But then they started doing what you were just saying, Troy, where take a bite, take a drink, put your mask back up.
The fucking
and they're
Olympics.
fucking Nazis about this. On a lot of flights, like, people are looking at you. They're walking up and down the aisle, and it's like, oh, here comes this fucking ego trip again. Hold on, let me just put it up for a minute. And I'm trying to find ways to hide under a blanket and take it off because it drives me nuts. We got a guy, a male passenger, allegedly assaulted a female flight attendant. He wasn't having it. I don't know how you even get to the point where you're sitting first class. He's sitting in first class and fucking jacks this bitch twice in the face.
Jeez.
Just hauls off, cracks her twice. We're not 100% sure if he broke her nose. Might have, but she was seen walking.
Did he see this going, by the way?
Walking through the aisles.
Yeah, right. There's no escape.
Did he see this going well for him? I mean, look at dude. I hate him too, but
sometimes you get to the point where it just doesn't fucking matter.
I guess.
You know?
I guess.
He's a skinny guy too, and apparently people were saying she was walking down the aisle with blood all over her mask, and this dude was just like, fuck, bow, jacked her twice, and they maybe broke her nose. One person, Mackenzie Rose. Now this is a flight from JFK in New York to Orange County in Los Angeles.
Oh, that's
almost as far as you could go.
Like literally,
like
as
a 4-hour flight.
5 hours,
six, probably 6.
Yeah.
It's an hour and a half to New York from here, and it's a 5-hour flight headed west from here to California. You get the wind with you on the way back, which buys you, speeds it up a bit. But that's every bit of a 4.5, 5-hour flight going from here to California. Going to LA, that's a 5-hour flight. So he's looking at
how into the flight was this? I'm wondering.
They had to reroute and stop in Denver.
Okay, so they were 3/4 of the way there at least.
No, they had to duct tape him to the seat.
Yeah,
they had to duct tape his ass to the seat.
It's been a big go-to throughout the pandemic.
Yeah.
The duct
they
tape.
must have rolls of duct tape on hand, so anybody gets unruly.
You seen the video? The guy when they duct taped the guy the first time, like a few months ago, the black guy that they interviewed after. That's one of the greatest interviews ever. It's pretty.
They duct taped a black guy to a seat?
No. The black guy was the flight attendant.
Okay.
And somebody got out of hand or whatever, and they end up duct taping him to the seat.
I always try to remember if that interview was even real. It felt like I remember.
When was
like
this?
It was really...
2 months, a couple months ago, something like that.
No, I didn't see
Was that maybe not real?
I don't know.
It was so good.
I remember his responses just seemed like.
It was like the Arby's guy. Like it was so good.
We've got the meats like that.
No, it was the crazy Arby's guy when the car ran through the. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. No, see if you can find it.
That's local too.
Well, this guy, the flight took off from JFK around 5:00 p.m., landed in Colorado 6:43 p.m., which means you've got time changes that you're going through.
Time's the same everywhere, isn't it?
I feel
Yeah.
like for some reason, I thought I heard some
Yeah, that
rumblings
guy.
that maybe this
Alfredo
seemed
Rivera?
fake.
Oh.
Alfonso Rivera?
Maybe, I don't know. I thought that was
Like
like
I
a
think he
real
was a
news
comedian
story.
or something in the end. Or I think I could be wrong, but
Maybe,
I just
maybe not. I don't know. I thought that was like the news story.
It's got 5 million views.
well.
They're getting too long with these goddamn commercials now,
they are.
dude.
Yeah.
Something. I'm a flight attendant. That means I attend the flights. Sometimes our job has us attending to.
See, here's the thing, real quick.
That guy seems way too big to be a flight
Well, here's
attendant.
the other thing, T.
Like,
this
how
is
would that guy
news.
scoot through the aisles?
You gotta remember
the
this is
real
news, but it
spark.
has his Instagram handle.
I
You know what I mean?
gotcha. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's still funny, but
yeah, it's probably bullshit then.
Yeah.
Anyway, just the duct tape thing made me think of that, but I only saw it the one time. I didn't realize it was bullshit.
Well,
Shame on me.
They
well, good on him
once.
for fooling you.
Yeah.
Good job.
so this guy ends up getting into a heated argument with the flight attendant. She's probably being cunty, going, "Put your mask up between bites," or whatever. And he jacked her up. The American Airlines said they released a statement saying that they are outraged and promising to ban this individual for life.
I would imagine.
Yeah, I understand he actually
Probably
punched
not going
her.
to fly the friendly skies anytime soon.
So this person said, I understand he actually punched her twice. I saw her walk down the aisle,
Good
back
for
down the
her,
ail
taking
afterwards.
the first one like a champ.
She had
Standing
blood
there for a second one.
She had
Didn't
blood
just go
splatter.
down.
on the outside of her mask. In terms of men hitting women, it's absolutely absurd and ridiculous.
There is absolutely no way there's no video of this.
It might have happened real fast, dude.
Listen, you get to there had to be an argument
Yeah.
enough to get to the point you're going to
Yeah,
punch this
good
bitch
point.
twice.
Yeah.
Sorry, this flight attendant woman, nice
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
everything
good
is
point.
recorded now. You know what I mean? Like one person gets out of line, 9 phones come out.
Yeah.
Well, yes. And in this case, people jumped up to help the flight crew duct tape the guy to
After
his
the
chair.
fact, I'm just saying that before he hit,
How many punches do you think you could get on a weak flight attendant chick before people could grab you?
oh, I could get
guarantee you
a
could 4 or
flurry.
5
I
in.
could get
You
a
could
flurry.
yeah.
I'd probably at that
Could you
point.
go body shots? Could you get an uppercut in?
Depends on how far she went down. I could drop some knees. I don't know where I'd hold her up so I could.
You're
keep
in first
going.
class, so it's
Yeah.
a little roomier. There's a little more
for
room.
Sure. And you know what? I'm
I'm guessing if you grabbed her by the fucking blouse top,
Yeah. And you got a better chance.
I bet you could get 5 good cracks in before anybody even
For sure.
sniffed.
I'm
at-
thinking
at-
first class.
at
They're
making
not
a move.
quick to jump up.
No.
You know, you got a better chance back in coach for having some heroes coming up in there. Let's roll. But
Yeah.
I don't. I don't plan on
there's-
punching any.
You got to remember, there's a shock value that happens initially where it's like, oh my God, I'm watching a guy punch a woman. Like it would
Yeah.
take a couple.
Right.
You'd get 4 or 5 shots in your flurry if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Before people like got their belts undone, like you're buckled in at this point.
Sure.
You're flying. Most people are buckled in. Most people have the tray down watching a movie.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
headphones on. There's
Yeah.
a cocktail, maybe a glass of wine. Like there's a lot to take into consideration.
Yeah.
It's not like you're sitting in a restaurant next to someone and the guy hauls off and starts beating the shit out of his date.
Yeah.
Like this is going down and you're buckled in.
There's got to be somebody
wonder- yeah,
within.
but you
It's
could-
an
so
2
airplane. There's
shots,
got to
he
be
could've done
3
much
people
more.
that are just within arm's reach. of
By the
what's
way,
going on.
if it's first class, that means you usually got the little curtain or whatnot. Or
Yeah, it could be
If
closed.
you're
Maybe
no, but
nobody
if you're in
saw
the
it.
back, dude, you could easily not even know this was going down.
True,
dude.
very true.
Because these days, everybody
wouldn't.
fucking
Yeah, they're all
downloads shit on their
snooty.
phone.
Shut
and,
it.
And
That shit look.
Yeah.
most of these flights now have in the headrest a movie player,
course,
TV,
dude.
whatever, and everybody's wearing headphones.
Yep.
Right.
Just
So-
la la la.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Completely
know.
oblivious.
Although they did say it was a heated argument was going on. He
Oh,
was
I know.
like,
I'm just
"Fuck
thinking-
you, I'm not
That's
wearing
what
a
I'm
mask."
saying.
She's
Somebody
like,
had to
"Fuck
have
you,
pulled
you
this
are."
thing out to
Up front, but I'm
record
just
it.
kind of in my own mind. I'm thinking like if you're last row on the end of this plane, it's funny because this could have happened. Literally could have happened, and you might have just gone through a flight, then got off
Yeah.
and like, oh shit.
Why are we in Denver? What
yeah,
the
why-
fuck?
What are we doing here? Like you just pull off your headphones.
Oh,
like,
how
Yeah.
pissed would you be?
so pissed.
You're already on a 7-hour flight across the country.
And then you finally get down, and there's that just asshole race to get to the door, and now you got to wait for the dickhead that's in seat 1A.
Yeah.
It's duct taped. The
Yeah.
police have to come, cut the duct tape, get
Yeah.
them out
Yeah,
of
it's
there
a
before
nightmare.
anybody can go.
They're gonna have to change flights, probably crews, because the crew's probably gonna have to talk,
Yes,
give police
they're-
reports and
yes,
stuff
they're-
like that.
Oh,
PTSD.
not to mention they're going to have
She's
to be
gonna-
they're going to have to go through a 20-minute announcement talking about we understand that this is thank you for your patience and blah blah
These
blah.
uncertain times.
Yeah, these
We're going to give you
uncertain
guys
times.
all 1,000 free miles.
Oh, God, what a
For your
nightmare.
inconvenience.
Not to mention everybody that's flying into LA has someone picking them up at the airport. Now you got to make all those phone calls going, yeah, I'm going to be 2 hours late because some dipshit punched a fucking sky waitress.
I want to know how bad he got the shit kicked out of him.
Because
at
there's
that
a
point,
picture.
I'm sure there was some-
oh, we got, I would just be fucking wailing on
If
the guy.
you run through DuckDuckGo or Google Machine, first class American Airlines passenger punched female flight, you can see he's kind of a scrawny dude, which means he's probably got bony knuckles. I'm not saying it didn't hurt her.
Yeah.
Assaulting a flight attendant is a felony, could land the offender years in prison.
Well, assault in general is a felony, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's probably worse assaulting a flight attendant.
Okay.
I don't know why that would be, but I'm sure it is.
In the
Could it-
sky? Are you
I
in
guess it
international
depends.
airspace or
So-
whatever that is? There's no jurisdiction.
There he
You're
is.
up in the sky.
Is he Asian?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to.
I don't think so.
Stop it. Oh, Jesus, T. Is that a little Chinaman that's...
Well, maybe he got all kung fu on her.
Yeah, he's handcuffed. He looks comfy for the flight. He was in for the long haul. Look, he's got his Adidas track
doesn't
pants
look-
on.
He doesn't look all beat up. Are his eyes swollen?
No.
I don't know how they did it back in the day, by the way. Like, back when they expected people to wear fucking, like, guys wearing suits and shit. Like, dude, I wear sweats and a hoodie. I'm not fucking
Hell yeah.
putting on nice clothes. For
That's it? That's the only picture we have?
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
only
okay,
one.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was-
Why did you say it looked like he got fucked up?
Mike said, I didn't say nothing.
No, I
Oh.
didn't say it looked like he got fucked up.
Oh, well, you got.
You were assuming people fucked him up, and I
No,
was
no, I
saying,
was
like,
asking,
hey, man,
and
there's
then he
a
was
lot
like,
that
yeah, it
goes into
looks
it on a
like-
flight.
Oh, I was just joking. Like, I'm sure people got shots in and stuff or whatever. But no, I didn't.
The airline is going to go after this guy hard.
Sure.
We are outraged by the reports of what took place on board. Acts of violence against our team members are not tolerated.
I gotta be honest,
I thought they were tolerated.
Right.
That's weird to hear American Airlines. At least they've come out and strongly said that this is not tolerated
Not
to
okay.
beat up our crew members. That's
Right.
good to know.
It's a good
I didn't know
stance
that.
for a company to have.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
Is
I'm
this
glad
more
that I know that
common
now.
nowadays, or is it just because everybody's got the phone
On
out
edge?
and recording it? Or
Dude, I think people are just.
I mean, you're
feel
hearing it a
lost.
lot more.
Yeah.
It's on planes, especially.
And
Is it over the mask stuff?
The mask
mainly?
certainly has been a lot of. There's been a
Probably.
lot of shit with these masks.
Yeah.
And dude, I get it. I do understand it. But on the same hand, what are you doing? These people are not the one.
Right.
Unless, and even if she's being a real, even if he or she
Super
is being
cunty.
okay, I get.
And
being
they can
fussed.
be.
Right. I get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But some of them are just asking you to do it, and it's like,
Here's
dude.
the real, honest to God, like all jokes aside, here's the real tragedy of this story. We can sit and debate all day whether you should jack up a fucking flight attendant in the face a couple times,
Yeah.
possibly breaking a nose. That's neither here nor there. This dude bought a first class ticket from New York to LA, which, if you don't know, means you get to board first. They start serving you drinks immediately. It's unlimited free drinks.
Yeah.
And you can just dump. Think about when you go to the bar on a Friday night,
Do
right?
you think that may have played a role?
No.
He's,
no.
he's
I'm
3
saying-
to 4
I'm saying-
hours into this thing.
Follow me here. When you go to the bar, say you go at 10 o'clock with your friends. So you drink till closing time, 10 to 11 to 12, 1, 2. That's 4 hours. And you can get fucked up in that 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
We've all been there. E, you've been
Yeah.
drunk before, right?
Yeah.
T,
a
you've been drunk
time
before?
or two.
Imagine a 7-hour flight with unlimited free drinks
Yeah.
going across the country. 7 hours. That's like that's Friday and Saturday.
By the
night
way,
to
I
blow it
would
up.
say-
You could be flying over Oklahoma and banging some chick in the first class bathroom. Instead, you're duct taped to a chair. I guarantee he didn't get any free drinks.
Not after
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No, he didn't get his meal.
They don't
He
do
just
meals,
sat
do
there
they?
like an asshole. He probably spent $1,000 on that seat, and he's just duct taped. Well,
Well, he
everyone
got
else
all the way.
around him
Where'd
is
they get to?
drinking.
Denver.
Yeah, but
So,
it,
yeah,
but it
so
could have.
he was 4 or 5 hours into that flight already.
Still had 3 to go.
Yeah, well,
He had a long time to go.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe he took full advantage and was completely sauced up. Had a little liquid courage going.
Yeah.
Part of what happened to fuel that fire, or you don't know. Maybe he didn't drink at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a shame because, that's a great hack you've come up with. Just keep ordering
keep
drinks.
drinking, yeah.
I mean,
I can only do
Troy,
it because
me, you and Tooch did that on the flight to San Francisco.
Yeah, we
when
were ahead of the time. We were ahead of the game. We didn't even have to wear the mask yet. We were just practicing.
We balled out and went first class on that flight, and the 3 of us clowns in row 1, and it was like We're walking by, they're like,
in one
thank you for
chick,
flying
some
Delta.
random chick stuck in the row with us.
And it was like, welcome to Delta. Thank you for boarding. Welcome to Delta. We're like, yeah, bitch, what? Keep your thank yous. Double Jack and Coke, double Jack and Coke, double Jack and Coke. And it was on. We went.
We cleared the Jack.
We cleared, they ran out of Jack as we
plane
were
ran out of
on approach. Yeah, we ran them out of Jack. It's
Yeah.
not the first time.
And
it's
normally,
happened on a
obviously, I
plane.
can't do that under because I'm a cheap ass. So under the pay for drinks, that does. And even under the
I think
the
we
worst,
came out ahead. I think we
I'm
came out
told.
way ahead.
Right. Well, based
The
on how
worst
much
they'll
they
do. Do you
charge,
remember?
especially.
Do you remember what they asked us? What the flight attendant asked us, which
Oh,
is a common question.
Are you driving?
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Do
Fuck
you ever
no, we're
ride when
taking an Uber.
Hell no, we're not driving.
right,
we're
here
just
you go.
flying in. They're like, okay, good enough for us.
I've actually always thought
Jim
about
Beam
that.
it is then.
I think that's what we did.
I know it was.
We'll go Jim Beam.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, we're out of Jack. Fine, what's next?
Yeah.
Do the Beam.
I've thought about that before. In your situation, obviously, I definitely understand it. And maybe it happens more for people that fly that regularly. But from my end, back in the back, us people in the back normally, like, they don't, I've always thought about that. Like, you're flying somewhere, you're at the airport having a few drinks, then you're on the plane having a few drinks, and it's like, I've thought about it before, like, it's not a bar. They don't sit there and go like, oh,
Right.
you're clear to go. Like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy because people can get shit-faced, and then it's like, yeah.
But dude, if they're charging you $11 for a drink in your spot, what we did up there in
I
first
know.
class paid for our flight.
Yes.
No, I get it. Yeah. I mean,
You know what
for
I mean?
sure.
So
I'm so old, I smoked on a plane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've smoked in many a plane in the bathroom.
Oh, not like
Yeah.
legit in the back
Illegal
3
as
rows when
shit.
you could smoke. Like legit, I smoked on a plane.
Really?
Yeah,
Funny,
but you
man.
could still smoke.
That's
I
absurd
it
if
was-
you think
Right?
about it.
It was
How old
only-
are you? I smoked on a fucking plane. That's how old I am.
That's
Yeah.
how you're how
They
old I
had
am.
goddamn ashtrays.
Some
in
of
the
those older
fucking
planes
thing.
still have 'em,
yeah,
dude. Some
yeah.
of 'em still
That's
have
scary
'em.
when you think about it.
Yeah.
Update your shit, yo.
Great. I know, right? You're like, what? Plane from 62?
Can't get some
Jesus.
fucking new armrests? Let's go.
Got a couple emails, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. Everyone enjoy Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be wearing a mask anyway, so no one can bitch at you. Right?
True, right?
Take the kiddies out. Get some
there,
Twix.
Is
I
there
mean,
a
Twix is
protocol?
woke
Do you have to
now.
wear a mask over your mask? Or does a mask qualify as a mask?
It's going to do as much to protect you.
Yeah, I know.
You can just tell them, I've got a mask under this.
Have some
Trust
big
me.
fucking scary, goblin mask with a the COVID mask over it.
I don't think I want to go to the adult party that's checking that.
No.
You know what I mean? Hey, let's see here. From Luke. Dude, so great to hear you back and glad your health is in better shape. Thank you for that. You kicked back my Nana membership back this spring. Can I resend? Want to support you guys if possible. Yeah, one other thing. I'm glad you're back recording shows. If it causes your health to go south again, cut the show. No choice between you doing well and content. Take care, Luke. Thank you, Luke. That's a very nice thing to
There you go.
to say. Yeah, when I made the deal with Jay, he stopped doing whatever he was doing. So I don't know how the members area works. And so he was probably just invoicing people that had a recurring something, and I
Probably
didn't.
on source of automatic thing anyway.
So I've had multiple people go, dude, why is it kicking back my donation? And I was like, I don't feel comfortable taking donations right now. That's what I was saying a month ago to people. A lot of people have asked about that. We are going to do a members area again, and it's going to be great. And a lot
There's
of
some
fun.
changes coming.
And a great way to support us. Honestly, that will be one really important, like more so than anything else. I really think that's the road you want to go down.
Yeah.
In this divided world we're living in right now, if you want to keep content that you like going, you've got to subscribe to stuff that you just do. And so I look forward to doing that. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but in time it will. For easy things right now, the Amazon link is still live. So is MyPillow. MyPillow.com. If you go to MyPillow.com, just use the TDC code. I ordered us a ton of shit.
I saw. I just got a flyer the other day. I was amazed all the shit on there. I didn't realize how many products they had.
I called them and I was like, so, Mike's kind of, Mike Lindell is kind of public enemy number one. How are things going? And she's like, oh my God, we're fucking killing it.
Dawn, she's a saint.
She's the best. She's like, we're doing better than ever than when we were in the stores. She's like, patriots all over the country are just buying
Rallying behind it.
Yes, they're rallying behind it.
I know I got 45 pillows.
She's like, go to the site.
I wonder if people are ordering 45 pillows.
Right.
She's like, go to the site. Yeah, hell yeah. She's like, we've got mugs and yard signs and pillows. I'm so looking forward to these goddamn slippers.
I know, me too.
The MyPillow slippers I got you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I really want to check those out. and a robe. I think I got a MyPillow robe. Nice. So anyway, if you go there, the promo code still works. I was talking to Dawn about it yesterday. TDC. Just if you're looking for ways to support us, a lot of people have reached out to me asking how they can support. Yeah. In the meantime, those are just a couple of ways. If you're shopping for Christmas and you're using Amazon,
yeah, if you haven't been there in a while, check it out. There's a lot of new stuff too.
Yeah, it's a shame we haven't had, been able to push that while I've been away. But now that we're back, you can still go through our site and use that, which is nice. And then the MyPillow one is great too. And there's a ton of new stuff on there, from dog beds to those mattress toppers. Even my liberal friends who fucking despise Trump and despise Mike Lindell,
you can't
like,
hate.
All right, I love the towels, man, and I love these goddamn mattress toppers.
The geezers.
Fuck that guy.
The geezers.
But god damn, is that mattress topper awesome? Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, with that, why don't we call it a day? Anything exciting going this weekend that you guys want to mention? Halloween.
Oh, I'm good.
You got anything going?
No.
Yeah, you good?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, everybody. Was there one by? Yeah, a lot of people emailing. You can email walters@detroitcast.com, and I'll get your emails. I appreciate all the ones. People have sent me a lot of stuff on ivermectin. A lot of buried fucking studies and stories, and I haven't had time to peruse it all. Someone sent me a picture of the gas pump at like $6 a gallon with a sticker of Joe Biden just saying, I did that. And he's pointing. And people are sticking them on gas stations at the pump. Fuck, are those funny.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. And we'll do it again on Monday. We'll see you then.